Hey. This is HQ in the house. We here on that Wednesday. Somebody said hump day. Of course we here for the hump day. Right? Last night, let's get business out of the way. Last night we did a video on, we didn't know whether Kendra was in on the goofy man's plot, saying he was 79 or not. Come to find out, it was a longer video, and got to do the breakdown of that video. But case in point, he was scamming her. He's been scamming people for about 2 years. But we'll do that breakdown at some other time. But tonight is the breakdown of the ladies that we have skipped over. Maybe she didn't make them a highlight. Maybe she did. But we just gonna get a refresher on the beautiful and captivating ladies that could have been overlooked, and the ladies that might need a coffee date. A coffee date. We want to give the ladies a coffee date if they need a second look, right? So we may look at some and say, hey, ain't no way. But you got to look at them first. Let's go into a little bit more detail about the ladies and see if we can get some ladies some coffee. Maybe we can get some ladies some coffee dates. So without further ado, and I'm going to post the link because you know what? I like people up here to say whatever they want to say. Feel free to join the link and come up, and then maybe we can learn some things together. The whole point of this is maybe we overlooked something. Maybe the ladies have more to offer than what we actually thought when they initially came on Kendra G's show. So, without further ado, we got our first candidate. All right.
Yeah, this is good. Kendra, it's been like 4 years I've been watching your show now.
Oh, I love it. It's your first time coming on?
Yeah, this is my first time coming on, yes.
See, when I have men hosts, the women feel more... Yeah, they be ready to come on when I have the men host.
What's up? Yeah, for him, no.
I believe it. I know it. This is why I have a lot of men hosts, because the women want to come on for the guy. I understand, girl. All right, let's all new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now. I understand, girl. All right, let's take it from the top, Trey.
Right, tell me, what's your name?
I'm Mo.
Mo.
You are?
Trey. Hey, Mo, where you from?
I'm from New York.
New York. What part?
No, I'm just kidding.
They said this to all the host child.
Mo,
but feel free to DM me after. But
I mean, I get it. To some women, to women, he would be handsome, of course. I get it. I do. But he ain't that outstanding. We don't even know what he did before he talked to Kendra or got on Kendra's show as a host. We don't know what he did. So, you Google-eyeing over him, please. Come on, let's find out a little bit more before we start going Google.
Well, you got to be on the Kendra G Singles dating app. That's the only way he can reach out to you.
I'll get on it.
Okay, you're going to have to get on it because using my platform to find the men.
Well,
so don't say it like that.
That app must be new because 4 years ago, 3 years ago wasn't the app.
Yes, you are. We're going to be a year old in May.
Okay, see, so I haven't tapped into the live in a while, but that's okay. Congratulations on the app. That's what's up.
Thank you. That's right. Thank you, baby.
Mo, how old are you?
See, I'm grown. Let's just say I'm over 28.
No, let's just say what your age is.
What's your age?
People are weird about here. I don't feel comfortable saying my exact age, but I'm over 28.
Okay, listen, Mo, I love you, girlfriend. These are the basic questions that you got to answer.
Okay, I'm 29.
Okay.
What the hell is wrong with 29?
Right.
Do you see these grays? Hold on. Do you see these grays? I'm getting old, Kendra. I'm getting old.
My thing, Mo, you came on this platform to find love. How old are you? You're 29. Embrace it. 29.
You're right.
What do you do for a living?
So I take care of the elderly.
Okay.
So
that was just a dumb exchange. Didn't even make no sense.
Change the pins. You do all of that.
All that. Medicine, whatever they need.
How many kids you got? Or do you have any kids? Zero kids?
Zero.
0 kids?
pregnant. No, I don't play that. I'm waiting for my
I've
husband.
never been pregnant, so no abortions. Okay, we get it. Girl.
And I'm waiting for my husband. You know, gotta put a ring on it first. You know.
Have you ever been married?
No.
No married.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
What's your zodiac
Never
sign?
been. No engaged. Nothing. What'd you say?
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Sag.
Sag. What's the Sag?
A Sagittarius is December or
You better not have no slow man up here, Kendra. You better not have no man up here who's slow. I swear to God.
November.
Yeah, December.
Okay. But I like Sagittarius. They're fun people. They're good luck people. They have a good time. Nicki Minaj is a Sagittarius. I have a lot of friends that are Sagittarius. Okay.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
All right, Mo. So we got all of these things. What kind of person are you looking for?
Before we get that, let's recap all of them.
So we got Mo. She's from New York, 29.
Mm-hmm.
She take care of the elderly. She changes pins.
All right, chill. With gloves. With gloves. Okay.
With the glove. Okay. She has 0 kids. You've never been married.
Mm-hmm.
Your zodiac sign is the Sagittarius.
Yeah.
All right, Mo. So what type of person are you looking for?
I'm looking for my husband.
Mm.
Essentially, I'm looking for my person, my soulmate. I'm looking for a man of God first and foremost. I'm very much into that. So my husband needs to be as well. So, you know, when things go left, we could pray, build together, read the Bible, et cetera, et cetera. So that's number one. No kids. I cannot do children. I love kids, don't get me wrong, but my first needs to be there first. Like I want that to be like a very old school, call me whatever you want, but I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want to do it the right way. So that's where I'm at with that.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Okay. All right, Mo, what are your deal breakers?
Children, cannot have been married before. Let me see what else. Liars. They have to believe in God. Like I said, if you don't believe in God, don't even DM me. Don't hit me on the app. Got you, Kendra. I got you. Yeah. And
So no man that's ever been married and no man that's ever had a kid.
Does she come across as immature to anybody, or is that just me? I mean, I'm finding it difficult to even deal with this goofiness. I don't know. Maybe men like this. Men like this. I don't know. Just comes across as very immature for her age.
Kids.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he have to look a certain type of way?
Like you. Who said that?
Like this, like this. He got that.
Like
He
that.
got that. Y'all can't tell, but he got that hair. All you ladies want to. We all black.
To a T. To a T. Like that. Yes. Yes.
No, stop getting us all embarrassed. You're embarrassing everybody. Stop it. You think he don't have a woman? Are you nuts? Stop doing that.
So look like so right down. Look like Trey. Look like me. Trey, how
Look
you
like
feel about
Trey.
these girls? How you feel about this attention?
You know, I don't really like. I'm real chill. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen. I used to be so shy talking to guys, like, and I still am, but like, also this is the internet, so I got like cojones right now. In real life, I can never do this. And the guys who come up to me are clearly not giving. So I guess I need to just grow and just go after what I like and what I see I like. So yeah.
And put
Oh God, do we need to listen to this?
it out there. Okay.
Mo,
Okay.
Mo, does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I'm very independent, so I don't need a man for no money, but he needs to be able to take care of himself. At least 50K, I say, but I'm not like pressed about money. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He make more than that.
All right, Mo. Look, Mo, I gotta do this. I gotta see the Kendra cam.
Okay.
I gotta see.
Okay, we got to see. Yeah, the kids.
Can I put my kids up, please? Can I put them just right here? 2
What's your
seconds.
kids?
They're dogs.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, 2 seconds. Literally.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Come
I
on.
hope her house.
Okay, so far so good. I mean, if you like goofy, whatnot, so far so good. Hopefully, she can pull it together a little bit better than what she doing. she's hitting on him in front of everybody, which means she's embarrassing all of us.
Dogs don't smell like
It's
dogs.
like
You
that.
don't like dogs?
I like dogs.
I talked about this, like, and I've learned this too. Sometimes the reason why people don't like dogs because you love your dog. I'm a former dog.
You know what this is, Trey? My kid don't smell. I got these all over, baby. Don't worry
Oh,
about
you heard me.
Ah,
I forgot I was on camera.
yes, make
All
sure
right.
dog people, your house don't smell like dogs and there's no dogs on the fur. Okay.
No, I'm chilling. I just
Okay,
ate
move back.
dinner.
We look like you're in shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is in shape. You're not in
I'm
shape.
in the house chilling.
Yeah, you look good. Okay.
All right, I'm like,
Okay.
I love the fact that you just look in the house, you chilling. This is how you look on a regular basis.
just chilling. I'm in the crib. I just made dinner, just cleaned up. The dishwasher's clean. I gotta unload it, whatever.
Mo, when was your
So, yeah.
last relationship?
Last relationship, 2 years. Yeah, it's been a while.
What happened?
So, all right. So I was celibate for 4 years. Had a little slip up one night. Yeah. Then fast forward.
They just be telling everything on this channel. You just be telling everything. We don't need to know everything. I mean, I get it, I do, but we don't need to know everything. And that's something you shouldn't even be discussing right now.
Had to slip up with him. So I was like, well, I need to make an honest man of him. So, dated him. I was like, you be gonna be my man, we're gonna make it work. And then essentially, like, we just weren't clicking. Like, he didn't have everything that I was looking for. Like I said, I'm looking for a man of God.
You notice that she slept with him before she figured out he wasn't the right guy. She slept with him before that, right? That's the problem. Most of us sleep with people before we even figure out that they are even under consideration or should be under consideration. She did that.
That wasn't it. Like, that's very, very important to me. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to force something that is not like, natural or vibing. So I just let it go. And I've been single ever since because I'm not going to settle. I'd rather be a old crazy dog lady before I settle down with someone who I'm not meant to be with. So the
next guy that you're with, is celibacy important to you, or
yes,
So
don't even talk to me if that's what you're looking for. There's plenty other vagina out here. It ain't gonna be mine. So yes.
So you
Not
celibate
you.
until when?
Till
Wait,
marriage.
say it again. I cut you off. Say it again.
Marriage, like till the honeymoon, then it's going down. But other than that, it's a no. And
Oh, that's absolutely true, Natural. You're not gonna find. I always say, if you find 7 things on your list of what you want, and maybe you can negotiate the other 3, but you ain't gonna find all 100% of everything. You just ain't.
Yeah.
Okay, so no sex until you're married.
No
right.
sex.
Let's talk about this real quick.
Y'all
Trey,
move the like button, please.
Is that a
Hit the
hard
like
feat
button.
for men?
Please.
I think it can be a hard feat for some men. But I think if a man, if he likes you enough, he's rocking with you, then he's gonna be understanding.
And see why can't like a lot of people be like that. But you know what's really funny? So there'll be guys that are really into me like all the time. Not to sound whatever. I'm not saying it like that. But there'll be so many guys into me, and as soon as I say that, they're like, oh no, that's not for me.
Now, I mean,
I literally had a guy say, I love you, I want to be with you, we're gonna get married, we're gonna do all this. Turn around. I told him I'm celibate, like I'm not gonna do nothing with you until we're married. And he was like, oh no, it's my sex drive.
But see, I'm the kind of person that why are you being celibate? What's the point of you being celibate? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, why are you being celibate? Are you celibate because you can't control yourself? Are you celibate because you trying to control the men? Why are you celibate? You shouldn't. That's all I'm saying.
I just can't. I'm like, how can you say all that? How can you tell somebody I love you?
I think two things have to be respected. He has to respect your decision, and you have to respect his truth that he's telling you, right?
Yes.
Ladies always tell me that they want the honest, be truthful. I don't like liars.
Right.
But then when a man tells you the truth, you say, how can you say that? How can you feel that? He's telling you, my sex drive is too high to be with a woman where there's no sex.
Right.
So he's I mean, whether you agree with it or not, at least he's being honest with you.
Facts. And I told him, I said, I'm grown. I'm very like understanding and open-minded. So I already told him off rip. I said, this is why I'm being open and honest with you. I'm not going to lead you on and then tell you down the line, hey, I'm celibate. Like, I'm very up. That's one of the first things I tell. And I told him, thank you for the honesty. Thank you for being upfront, because I don't want to be 2-3 years down the line and then you leave. Now my heart's broken or your heart's broken. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. Ultimately, I do respect the honesty. But
I mean, I do believe that a man, you know, and I don't know if I can say this, but you know, I do believe I can grab a little titty or something, you know what I'm saying? I like to be able to do that.
Right, Trey. Little. Keyword little.
We watch the TV. I could just, you know what I'm saying?
All right, look.
She got to respect his. She got to respect his right to have sex, and he has to respect her right to not have sex. But my whole point is this: fine and dandy. You're dating. You're just getting to know each other. Okay, he don't have to be celibate. Neither do you. But once you all decided you're going to be together, you're going to try to make a relationship work, then that's when you have that discussion about, can you be celibate? Can that happen? Can you not? Blah, blah, blah. You know, no need in leading her down the path if you can't be celibate for a year. If she wants to be celibate for a year, but now you wanted to get into 3, 4, 5 years, then we got a problem.
But no more than that. You got to know to cut it off after that, Trey. After that, we got to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I respect the decision. I just think you have, and hopefully there's a man. I will say this. I've had about 2 guys on my show that felt that way. But sometimes I'll get guys that feel that way, but they're not the guys y'all want to date. I've had men on my show that also have been like, I'm celibate until marriage, but they're not always the guy.
She want Denzel Washington. She want them kind of men to be celibate. That don't happen. It's a fantasy. And I get it. Go where there's people who do that kind of thing on a normal basis. You celibate. You're not having sex. Okay, fine. Can we be celibate for a year? And if we're celibate together for a year, can we, decide we're going to have the relationship and make it move forward? But a normal, everyday, average guy who's getting sex because you want a good-looking dude, because this dude right here, what's his name, Trey? This dude right here, this guy right here looks damn good, and he don't have to wait for no sex. How you going to ask him, who you like, to be celibate for that long?
The woman wants back. And I think it's the guys that you guys kind of want sometimes where that might be a hard feat. But listen, I always tell y'all, I'm not guys. Let's see how it works out. So that was the last time. What are 3 flaws? So wait, when was the last time you was intimate?
So it's been 2 years.
Okay, yep. So 2 years you started your celibacy journey.
Right.
Okay. 3.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button coming in, please. Cash apps are great. Super chats are welcome.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I have a wall up. I have a big wall up. I will say that. So probably, I guess, being a little more. I'm not gonna say easy because I'm not. But I guess.
Rain. Neither am I. Okay. I like Zach.
A little more willing to allow people in. I'll say that.
How is the Wi-Fi trying to mess up?
My Wi-Fi messing up?
Yeah, okay. It's better now. Okay, continue.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you heard me, but I just said basically I have a wall up. So working, I guess, on being more open to communicate, I guess, as well. What else? I'm like overly independent, and I guess like a real man's duty is to lead. So I've had men be like, why don't you let me do anything for you? Like, why are you like this? Why, like, a man is supposed to be a man. Like, let me take care of you. And I'm just like, I don't need you to take care of me. I can do it myself. I can take care of myself. So,
Q, the honest to God truth is, I believe men don't want chastity. Unless they're practicing chastity themselves, they don't want chastity. It just is what it is. Zach is her best host. He the best bet. I don't know where he went and why he's so AOL, but he's their best host to me anyway. I ain't feeling none of the ones she brought on here.
Are you like that because you've been so independent for so long?
I think it is, yeah. Like, I'm just like, I don't need a man for really anything at this point besides
She done said that 3 times. Y'all listen. She done said she's very independent 3 damn times. What the hell does she keep saying that for? We got it the first time. She trying to send a message to y'all. She trying to send a message to the men. What is she trying to say? She keeps saying it.
I guess companionship and like to grow and build, and like that's pretty much it. But
You
I'm
don't want a
already,
family?
if I find the right man, yes, I would love to have kids. But honestly, the way this world's heading, I'm not too pressed about it. So to bring my seed into this craziness. But if I find,
look how it. So how is it okay to talk about sex? What do you mean talk about sex? What do you mean?
like a man who like handles everything, like takes care of himself, number one, believes in God, number one, takes care of himself, number two, and it's a provider, a protector, and all that, then yes, like I would love that. But yeah, other than that, I'm chilling.
Okay.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm a mutt, so yeah.
What?
She said,
"What's the mutt?"
Kendra said, "What?" I'm mixed. So
Okay, so black and white.
Italian, Black, and Native.
Okay.
So would you consider yourself a Black woman?
Yes. I mean, people look at me and that's mostly what they see anyway. So I mean, I embrace it. I love being mixed though. I do. I like a little bit. I get a little bit of both, best of both worlds. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Last question: why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
It's like I'm just that girl. Like no, but I'm a woman of God. You know, I'm open. I'm honest. I have a good heart.
Hopefully she find a good man that will deal with her. I mean, she seems like a nice girl. She's worthy of a coffee date. You'd give her a coffee date. She seems like she can hold the end of the conversation up. She likes men like him. You know, he don't seem to be feeling her. She seems to be bossy. Yes, that's true. She said she's independent 3, 4, 5 different times. What does that mean, young lady? What does that mean? We understand. She said, I don't need a man. See, that comes across as that to me. And that's the problem. She's very independent.
You know, I go get it. Like I'm a grinder. Like that's one job. I have 3, you know what I'm saying? So I really get it.
Right.
And yeah, I'm one of God's chosen. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at.
All right. So if you want.
Yeah, she got the talking, but she talked just like she Black. So I'm pulling you over to the picnic.
Mo, if you want someone to reach out to you, this is a dating app. Screenshot it. It's Kendra G Singles, iPhone and Android phones. So download your profile right now. We have usernames like Instagram and all that stuff, so they can actually search you by name.
Right.
So your name is Mo?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, let's make your username. What's your favorite number?
So number 1, because I'm number 1.
So Mo, so what do Mo and the number 1?
Mo 1.
Mo 1. So MOE and the number 1.
MO1.
MO1. Okay, because there has to be at least 3 characters. Okay. MO1, MO and the number 1.
Yes.
Okay.
She seems to be a person that you would take on a date. You know, you can't be telling her, you know, she's worth a date. That's as good as I can see it. You know, she seems to be very independent. She's 29. She's sort of goofy to me, but then, you know, I ain't no man. How does she come across to the men? Does she come across as worthy of a date? She said she didn't need a man. Okay, what does that mean? She does have some points. She's celibate. She ain't had sex in two years. She hasn't really been in a relationship. She is religious to a certain extent. I mean, these are good talking points to somebody who is celibate, wants a girl who hasn't been in any kind of relationship in the past 2 years. She's Black, light-skinned, sort of what y'all would call your preference. She's fit. She's not overly aggressive or anything else. She seems like a good candidate to me, except she's very independent. And men may not like that. But I'd take her on a coffee date. She's good enough to go on a coffee date. She's good enough. Coffee date it is. You know? And I would definitely encourage that. I just have to ask her, What do you keep meaning? Oh, that doesn't mean anything. They convergence. See, that's the thing. If y'all keep listening to women who say they don't need a man, you won't get no woman, because most of them be lying. So don't believe that. Okay. Here's our next lady. Don't believe that.
Hi,
Hi, what's your name?
my name is Simonisa.
Simonisa?
Yes,
That
Simon.
is, so, that is so pretty.
Thank you.
All right, where you calling us from?
I'm calling y'all from Jackson, Mississippi. I just moved here from Tampa.
Jackson, Mississippi. How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Do you have any kids?
No kids, not
No.
yet.
No kids. What do you do for a living?
I work in cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
April 6th. I'm an Aries.
She's an Aries. I don't want to say it wrong. Simonisa?
Simonisa, but you can call me Nisi. Let's go with Nisi.
I'm just gonna go with Nisi because I don't want to mess up your name, but I think it's so pretty. I think it's so pretty.
Thank
All right, this is Nisi, Jackson, Mississippi, 28, no kids, cybersecurity, and is an Aries. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Hardware looks okay. Hardware looks fun. Maybe that's her hair. I don't know. Can't tell. She seems to be very friendly, talkative. So far, so good. 28, no kids.
I'm looking for an intentional man. Someone who is patient,
Right.
calm, career-oriented, because I like an ambitious man. Someone who's traditional, because I have traditional values. I believe the man should lead and be the provider and the protector of a household. So, yeah, sophisticated man.
Sophisticated man, we like it. So what's some deal breakers for you?
If he does have kids, I mean, no more than one or two, that he's not an active father. Like, that's important to me. Like, if you have a child, I need you to be active in their life.
Okay.
Right.
So no more than 2 kids, lacks ambition, and has a hard time expressing what he wants and what he needs. That's a deal breaker for me.
They like you in the comments, girl.
Well, hey.
So you open to him having kids. Do you want kids yourself?
I want one child.
Okay, she wants one child. Do you want to be married first?
Yes.
Okay. Does the guy have to be in Mississippi?
No, I'm open to traveling, but I would prefer someone who's more local.
More local. Okay. This is Nisi. I'm calling her, right?
Yes.
Yeah, is that a deal breaker, Q? You only want one. See, here's the thing. The more kids you have, the less rich you are. Believe me, I had 5. And you definitely don't have as much money if you gonna have 5. Okay. And most of us only make average money. So some of us gonna be robbing Peter to pay Paul if we want to have 4, 5, and 6 kids. So she wants to have one. One. What's wrong with just one? There's still a legacy that you putting out there.
It's Nisi.
I'm gonna call her Nisi, but she has a beautiful name. I don't want to mispronounce it. She's 28, no kids, cybersecurity, Aries. Does the guy have to look a certain way?
Is she dark skinned or light skinned? I can't really tell.
I like strong guys. I mean, you just have to be in the gym and take care of yourself. I like stocky fit, like shot putters types, but I also like lean and fit. So as long as you take care of yourself and eat right.
Okay. And eat right. Okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Yes. As close to 6 figures as possible. Match me somewhere up there. Because I have a certain lifestyle that I like to live, and I don't want to lower my quality of life because I'm dating.
So would that be a deal breaker for you if you met a guy that had all the things you desire as in character, treat you a certain way, but could not meet you financially?
If he lacked ambition, yes. But if he has ambition and a plan, no.
Okay. So basically, if he's not making a certain amount of money yet, but he's ambitious enough to get there, then that's an open situation. But
Yeah,
if
it has to be an executioner. Like, I need to know that you have a plan because, when I procreate, I don't want to be like I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I want to focus on motherhood. And
Shit. Woo! Y'all don't even know how much money that take, for real, for real. Well, she did say one child. So if you factor in 20,000 a year for a kid, about 20,000 a year per kid, or 10,000 per kid, and then it gets higher as they get older. So you got to have 10,000 plus the 50 that it take to take care of you, and then the 50 it take to take care of him. So between y'all got to make over 100,000. That's the way you got to look at it. Then you factor in housing, you factor in cars. She talking about she want to be a mother, stay-at-home mother, which means you gonna be footing that 120K bill every year, because she want to focus on motherhood.
And so I need to have confidence that he is going to be resourceful enough to, take care of the household financially.
So you're making it clear, once you become a mom, you don't want to work anymore?
I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I want to transition into more entrepreneurship.
Okay. So basically.
So you footing the bill right off the bat soon as she get pregnant. Because, she get married, she gonna hit that pregnancy thing real quick, because she want to be pregnant and off her feet soon.
When you get married, you want to be a a housewife, and then have like maybe a part-time job?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, but you're making it clear that once you get married, you're retiring to a certain degree.
Yeah, but it's going to be some time after marriage before we have kids or a kid or anything.
Okay, and that's why you're saying money is important to you.
Yes.
Not saying that this is the scenario. Not saying that it would be this way. I'm just curious what your answer would be. Let's find the guy that has the finances,
right,
and can do all the things, but may cheat time from time. Would that be acceptable?
Cheating, yes, but if he is expressive and he's like, hey, I want to see other people, can we see other people?
So you're saying basically if the past goes for you too, then you'll be okay with it?
Yes, as long as we have an understanding, like a solid foundation to know that we're life partners. Because, I imagine that like after 10 years of marriage, like you're going to want to dabble. I mean, that's human nature. So just be honest.
Just be honest. Mm-hmm. Cheating. So basically cheating is.
Why are you sitting up here giving a cheating pass? You trying to get you a cheating pass, and you trying to get him a cheating pass. I ain't giving you no cheating pass. I already told you I'm petty as hell. I burn that damn house down if you decide you want to do something like that. But it ain't gonna happen with me. But why are you giving them a cheating pass? See, she almost had some good points, and she started
being deceitful, doing something without you knowing it. But if your husband came to you after a certain amount of years of being married, you might be open to that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, then. Hey, she might be a keeper for some of y'all. She don't mind the cheating. Yeah, she want the big wedding, the baby, and then she want to leave when you got the money.
Let's keep going. That's just something I was curious with. Okay. Now, Nisi, when was your last relationship?
November of last year.
Okay. You don't got to answer this question, but I'm going to ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a few months. It's been a couple of months, actually.
Okay, been a while. What's the age range you want to date?
I'm going to go for 30 to 40.
30 to 40.
I mean, she's worth a cup of coffee. She's worth coffee. She's worth the coffee. Okay. I'm not even going to take that away from her. She's worth the coffee. She's pretty enough. She's friendly enough. She's feminine enough. She only wants one kid. She don't have no kids. She don't want to get pregnant unless she's married. She has all of the right ingredients. She didn't say nothing about religion, so you ain't got to worry really about that. She didn't say anything about being celibate, so you don't have to worry about that. She's a pretty girl.
40. Okay. He doesn't have to be in Mississippi, right?
Doesn't have to be in Mississippi.
All right, Nisi, why do you think you're single?
Because I'm clear on what I'm looking for, and when I haven't found it yet, then I'm quick to move on.
Okay. Okay. What's some deal? Oh, no, I already asked you that question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Right.
Because I'm an intentional woman. I'm clear on what I want. I'm pretty spontaneous, and I'm young and I'm fun. So
Yeah, we don't hear no negatives. She's young, she's fun, she coffee date it is. She's pleasant. She don't sound like a hyena. She don't sound petty like me. I'm telling you right up front, I'm petty as hell. I'm just telling you. But I mean, she seems good to go. She's a beautiful girl, beautiful smile. I can't tell whether that's her natural hair or not. Maybe it's not, but you know, that's not a deal breaker. I mean, she good to go. She's good.
She's young and she's fine. They like you in the comments, girl. So let's see how it goes. Nisi Jackson, Mississippi,
Right.
28, no kids, works in cybersecurity, is the Aries, will date 30 to 40. And your appearance requirement was what again?
Just take care of yourself. Be in the gym. Have muscles.
Right.
You can be stocky fit or lean and fit.
Yes.
Fit.
Just fit. Okay. All right, baby girl. How you want them to reach out to you?
My Instagram is _tech goddess. That's _TECHGODDESS.
There you go. So she's a coffee date. She's a coffee date. Everything sounds good so far. She's a beautiful girl. I ain't mad at her. She didn't say nothing out of the ordinary. She didn't say anything wrong. She was a positive. Everything was positive. We didn't have no negative vibes from this young lady. None. Our next candidate. Let's see what our next candidate got to say.
Like he's just listening, you know, responsive and to my needs and stuff like that.
I mean, hold on. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Hi, what's your name, baby?
Porsche.
Where you call me from, boo?
Illinois.
Y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button coming in. Super chats are great. Cash apps are even better. Hit the like button and the share button, please. Thank you.
Boy, how old are you?
26.
26. What you do for a living?
I'm an optician.
A what?
Optician.
Optician. Is your hair purple and blue?
No.
Looks like it's blue. Okay. You have any kids, Porsche?
No.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
Libra.
So this is Porsche, Illinois, 26, optician, no kids, Libra. What kind of man you looking for, baby?
A man's man, a handyman, someone that I could depend on. Like if I say I need some gas, he'll meet me at the gas station and help me pump the gas.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, Vincent. Smoking weed. I think she's the one who smoked the weed. I ain't sure, but that's not a deal breaker for a lot of men. Okay, that's not a deal breaker because a lot of men smoke weed. A lot of people smoke weed. So I put her on here because it ain't a deal breaker for some men. So you know,
if I say anything, like he's just listening, you know, responsive and to my needs.
No,
and stuff
hon,
like
I know.
That. I need a gentle, caring type.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button.
But man, I'm a Libra, so we're kind of emotional.
Right.
And I'm funny, so I just need somebody who's fun. You know, let her laugh, let her do stuff, adventurous. Yeah.
Okay. What are your deal breakers? We like the gas one. If she need to get her gas, she need to call you, and you got to meet her at the gas station and pump it. What's your deal breakers?
You say smoking weed is a plus.
A felony. Doesn't know how to treat a woman, like even his mom, aunties, woman at the gas station.
Happy birthday, Natural KRC. Happy birthday.
Not honest and don't want any kids.
And don't want any kids. Oh, you don't want kids?
No, that's a deal breaker if he doesn't want kids. I do.
Oh,
gotcha.
Okay.
Deal breakers. You want kids. Can he have kids already?
I would prefer not.
Okay. I prefer not. What's the age range you want to date, baby girl?
28 to 33.
Do you want to be in Illinois?
He doesn't have to.
What part of Illinois are you in?
Springfield by
Okay.
Chicago.
Does he have to? Does he have to look a certain way?
No, but I'm 5'2", so I like him kind of tall.
Okay. Let's see if your light is good. Oh yeah, we can kind of see you. It could be better light, but we'll work with this. So
Okay.
anything taller than
I could move.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
So see, I mean, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all getting a light because it's
Oh,
gonna work
okay.
in
Now
your
back up a
favor.
little bit.
That's why I be talking about
Let's
good
see.
light.
Okay, that's better.
You're 5'2", so just anything.
Well, she's not. She's 30 minutes. Yeah, she's not that far. She's slim. She looks slim. Fit.
Taller than 5'2".
5'2".
Does he got to make a certain amount of money? No, you don't care. All right, let's do the Kendra cam. Let's see this 5'2", like 5'2" with tattoos.
Not
Don't
bad.
play with her.
I do got a lot of tattoos.
Okay, she's
Let me
fit.
see. Oh, you look like you're small.
I
Yeah,
am
she is
tiny.
small.
He is tiny.
Yeah, she is little.
Small little thing.
Man, she is really short and she's tiny. Yeah, so far so good. I ain't heard no red flag. I do know she smoke. I think she does go on to say that she smokes weed. So smokes weed, and she seems like type 26, no kids. No kids is the deal breaker. If you don't want no kids, I mean, sound good to me.
Small little thing. Okay. So this is Porsche, Illinois 26. Trisha, no kids, Libra. Special date 28 to 33. When was your last relationship?
About 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
Mm.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About 3 months ago.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
Somebody said I'm higher than a giraffe. I do smoke. Just to put that out there. So if you don't like people who
Are you high right now?
See, she just said she said she smokes, so she may be high right now. We never know.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I'm not. See, I don't smoke weed, so I feel like weed is a tribe, and y'all always recognize each other. I wouldn't have realized
Right.
it. But whenever someone's high, someone in the comments. So that means that it takes one to know one. So y'all like a tribe of people who recognize the how it looks. All right, baby, let's keep going. What are 3 flaws you have to work
on? I kind of sometimes think like people are supposed to think like me in situations, and I shouldn't think like that. Everybody has their own mindset and think differently.
Right.
I'd be late to some stuff sometimes, so I need to work on my timing, my lateness, tardiness. Another one.
Reese, did you see her? Reese from Philly, did you see her? Yes, she was tiny. She's a short, little, tiny girl. Yes, she is. And she only 5'2". Yes, she is tiny.
I could be judgmental sometimes when it comes to dating. I'm kind of picky.
Okay. Yeah. Why do you think you're single?
You crazy.
I'm single right now, but mostly is by choice. My last relationship didn't end very well. It was kind of toxic, so it's kind of I had to get out of it.
When did it end?
Fun size.
3 months ago.
Okay, 3 months ago. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I come with my own stuff. I ain't got no kids. Never been married. And I'm just a good person at heart, and that's mostly what people, come to me and say. So I appreciate that. So appreciate that about me. I have a house. Yep, I got a house. I got a car.
She sound like a whole human being to me. She sound like she deserve a coffee date. Anybody else think anything different? She sound like she deserve a coffee date. The tattoos, you can get past tattoos. If you can't get past tattoos, you got your own issue. She smoke a little weed, ain't got no kids, normal, reasonable, got a kid. She deserve a coffee date. I'm bringing her to the picnic. I ain't finna throw her down the chute. Okay, there you go. Here we go.
That's my house. She got a car. She got a career. She don't have no kids.
Right.
She in shape. So, with you having a house, would he move into your house, or would y'all buy another house? How does that work?
I'm sorry. I've been by myself for a long time, so I'm open to it though. Like I want my own family. So yeah, I'll date for a while, see if it'll work out. Then yeah, I'm open to that.
She's open to it. You do.
Right.
You do want kids.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. She's a cute little thing. Let's do it. Her name is
Hey,
Porsche,
honey.
Illinois 26, optician, no kids,
Hey, hey.
Libra. How can the guy reach out to you, baby girl?
My Facebook is Porsche Patrice. It's PORSHPATRICE. My Instagram and Snapchat is
Right.
Porsche though. PORSHTHO.
PRA. Still, no, not Snapchat. Do Instagram.
I bet she got a lot of texts.
Instagram is PORSHTHO.
That ain't no deal breaker,
Porsche,
though.
Porsche.
She seems to be a good person.
For
She-
a monogamous man, it is.
For a monogamous man.
Mhm.
Yeah, who else would she be looking for? A man that has a whole bunch of women? I don't think so.
I mean, but like a man of prominence, right? So like if she got like that big arm, that big rose on her arm, I'm pretty sure she got angel wings on her back and probably one on a tramp stamp, probably named Glitter or Peaches. But who knows? I've been wrong before.
You can cover those up. That's why they're not an issue. It's a different story if you got them on your neck, you got them on your hands. She got them on the shoulders and the back. Those are not deal breakers though. See? If she had them somewhere else, it'd be a different story. She looked like she good to go. A coffee date, it could be. A coffee date, it could be.
Yeah, just don't allow yourself to get bust down on the first date.
Tattoos are automatic no for corporate fellas. Only if they showing. Next part.
So HK, I can ask you a question?
Yeah.
So is it okay for a woman to get bust down on the first date?
Yes, absolutely.
You say it is okay.
Yeah, of course it's okay.
Why?
Because that's a choice that she makes. That's a choice she made. She may not want to take you home. She may just want to bust you down. It's okay for anybody to do
She is taking me
anything.
home if I'm busting her down at her house.
Yeah, busting her down and then kicking you out. I mean, I'm saying long term. She may not see you as long term. She may just see you as a piece of wood. That's okay if that's what she wants. You free to choose her. You free to choose her if you just want a piece of box, and she free to choose you if she just want a piece of wood. I don't tell nobody not to do anything they don't want to do.
Amazing. Last time we had this discussion, you was against it, but okay.
No, I'm saying against it for me. Any human being that want to get out there and do that, they will more than willing to do that. There's plenty of people who done had first date bust downs and still got together and still had a relationship. So I can't say that it doesn't work. I'm just saying.
No, it do. But I mean, like, let's just say if she was looking for like a prominent, wholesome guy, and like it just so happened that the wholesome guy poured the gravy and sauce on her too good to where he just had his way with her, and she was just like, "Oh man, I'm just stuck."
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's a decision that you have to make as a human being, whether you want to do bust down. See, here's the thing. Y'all make it seem as though it's bad for a woman to get bust down on the first date, and it's not bad for you to get bust down.
It is. No, we don't get bust down. We do the busting. Men do the busting down. So I mean, it is. But I mean, if she wants to put herself in that light, if that woman wants to put herself in the light, don't try to masquerade it. Is what I'm saying. So
masquerade. What do you mean?
Her wanting to just be half man for that utility of just sex, for the utility of sex. And don't try to put on like you want to build something. You don't want nothing further than sex from this.
Women normally don't pretend like they want anything other than a relationship. It's very rare you run into a woman. I just want to have sex.
Okay, but here's the premise: if they have a rotational, then that's okay. Yeah.
I'm all for dating as many people as you can at the beginning, so you can find your mate.
No, one at a time. HQ, don't you want to tell your daughters? You HQ, come on now. You want to tell your daughters to date 5 dudes at one time? Stop it. You want to tell them that.
If 5 dudes called me today, I'd be going on 5 coffee dates. Yes,
coffee. Hold up, wait, hold up. because we
What?
got to find coffee today. So would you go on a coffee date,
No,
cappuccino,
and we
or
ain't
espresso
finding
date?
coffee. We just talking about
Yeah.
regular coffee.
No,
Regular
it's coffee. No, it's coffee, cappuccino, and espresso. Which one coming? Which one coming first?
I don't drink any of them, but I, probably be coffee.
Exactly right, Vincent.
I'm saying,
Right.
if five men called me today and said I'd like to take you out, I'd have 5 coffee dates.
Okay, perfect,
That would just be me.
perfect. Okay, and what if of all these men was 5'3", they could provide, they look good, but they just 5'3"? Would you still go on the coffee date and have a date with them?
Of course.
No, would you have a
Then
have a relationship?
Then I would explain why that relationship would not work. Yes.
HQ, you can't do that. HQ, you can't disqualify
I'm
these men
honest
to
like
say
that.
5'3". You can't do that.
I'm honest like that. I tell people right off the bat.
HQ, what does their height got to do with them protecting you and them being suitable men for you? That's irrelevant, HQ.
There's nothing wrong with 5'3".
You need to stop this preference, HQ. It's unrealistic. You need to stop.
Hold on. Don't you prefer a skinny woman as opposed to a fat woman? So therefore, I get to feel like I want to feel. Same thing.
Over valuable qualities, HQ. One thing. So
because I have to be. You have to be attracted. You have to be attracted to her. Y'all men say it all the time. You have to be attracted to her, right? Okay, so I got to be attracted.
What does his height got to do with this attraction? What is his height?
Come on.
I'll just say.
Come on now.
What does his height has to do with his attraction? HQ?
So you dating midgets, are you?
Huh?
You dating midgets, are you?
Not exactly midgets. I mean, if you want to call a woman 4'10" a midget,
we talking about midgets.
I don't come across them.
Okay, but my point exactly. So that wouldn't be your first thought. And if you probably ran across her, you probably say no because she is.
But that's an average suitable man you come across. That's round about 5'3", 5'6".
And
but just because you taller than him, he look good. He probably smelling the way you like and have all the great characteristics that will qualify him. But you'll disqualify him because he ain't 6 foot or older.
Yes, because I
just because you talk, what is you being taller than the man got to do with him?
No, I didn't say I wouldn't reject a man that's 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". I wouldn't reject a man that height. But if he's 5'2", 5'1", oh hell yeah! In a minute.
What's the difference? What's the difference in the provision?
You're too short for me. I can pick you up.
No, stop. They ain't got nothing to do with his protection and provision for you. Stop it.
We women have to have attraction just like you men. Y'all, I ain't settling for bullshit because y'all want to. I ain't settling for no average height man.
But you can't let that destroy a good prominent relationship, though.
Yes, I can. I can. Midgets have a vagina. You wild, Black America. Okay. You wild.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus. April 23rd. April 23rd.
Okay. She's a Taurus. So this is Taj Atlanta, 36, no kids.
You wild.
Analyst, Taurus. And ready to have some kids. So what kind of man you looking for, bro?
I'm gonna second Miss Ma'am ahead of me. They gotta be single. Like
what?
All the way single. No baby mama, no kids. Lives on your own, not with a cousin, sister, whatever. And I want them to make money. Like I make good money, I take care of myself, and I want to travel. I want to have someone with a passport. I have a passport. If you've never been out the country, it's not a red flag to me. But
we want real hair.
What do you know? What have you experienced? So someone that's fun because I'm very fun. I'm young at heart. Like I like to have fun. I like to do like amusement parks and things like that. Like I've actually stopped talking to guys that are afraid of roller coasters because I'm like, I can't have fun with you. I don't know if that's like being too strict with my standards, but it's just like, yeah, it's probably a flaw. So we can get to that. But yeah, I want somebody fun like me.
Okay, you said money. You brought it up early. So what is your money requirement?
So I have tried to do the date the guy with potential and see if they're, they have lots and lots of ambition. They see their goals, but they're just not quite established yet. Either their car is kind of not up or house or whatever. And I just want someone who like comes with the package.
like that's gonna be able to be a provider because I've been providing for myself for a long time, and I'm ready to live that soft life, that soft girl
No,
life.
Vincent.
Soft girl
No,
life.
Vincent.
Yes.
So is
No,
there a money
Vincent.
requirement or there's not a money requirement?
Probably just
She's pretty enough. Somebody will marry her. She ain't got no kids. Depends on the body. Depends
That
on the
wig. No, that wig is.
no. We ain't finna do no wig. We ain't
Oh,
finna
that
do none of
wig.
that.
No, that wig.
Because of at least 80% of the women have a wig. White, black.
She is cute.
you name it.
HQ. She is cute enough to do without that. HQ. That's fair enough to say. That's
Cute
fair
enough
enough to
to do
say.
without what?
She doesn't need that audacity. She doesn't need that catastrophe on her head.
Yeah, but she
She
does.
doesn't. Look at her face. Look at her. She's slender
I
face,
think
slender
she's a
lips.
beautiful woman, but she
She's
wants
nice
to
looking.
wear.
She's nice looking. Yes.
All right then, but the weave ain't no deal breaker.
Yeah, it is. That's horrible, Deborah. Yes, it is. She
Yeah.
don't
as
need
long
it.
as they're like not in
Get
a
rid
lot of
of it.
debt,
It's
because I
flammable.
actually come with no debt. Even my student loans are really not that much, and hopefully Biden gets rid of those. We'll see. But yeah, they just need to come
It's true as false.
established. Like I'm past the age where I want the guy in the midst of figuring things out. He needs to have it already figured out, ready to put a ring on it, ready to make some babies.
Okay, kids. Could he have kids already?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so no kids.
Yeah, no.
Say again?
I've tried that too. Like I tried to make a relationship with someone who had a kid. I was like, yeah, you got to get a DNA test. I'm not going to get attached to a child that may or
Got
may
that
not be
Renaissance
yours.
Beyonce weave.
Honestly, I felt like the kid didn't look like him, so that's kind of why I pressed the issue. And she was already 3 by then.
Y'all gonna leave that woman with wig alone. She can
Man,
have a.
she don't need it. She
can have a
doesn't
pretty-
need
Wait
it.
a minute, hold on, Gihanna. Look, short hair, pixie cut. She's still pretty.
She is, but HQ, this weave ain't it. No, it's not.
You still don't turn her down for coffee.
It's
'cause you
giving
got
one.
wig
It's
on.
giving one night stand scraggly. That's what it's giving.
Boy,
At that time, and he just wouldn't do it because
One
I
night
think he
stand
was
scraggly.
scared of like knowing the truth. So I
Stop to heal.
I was like, yep, I'm gonna try somebody else.
So you were trying to force him to take a DNA test?
I needed him to take a DNA. Like before we got too deep into like the emotional, connection, emotional attachment, I just was like, okay, so DNA test,
she's fit, feminine, and friendly. She deserves at least a coffee date. At least
she'll get a coffee date and then some. She just won't get killed.
I waited a couple of months, but like after that, I was just like, you know what, it's okay. Good luck with your situation, and yeah.
Okay. So, what are some other deal breakers for you?
Right.
To heal, you can't have my beard.
Just not having your own. Like you just have to have your own home that you live alone. A car that's a good car, because I have a very nice car myself. Doesn't have to be as nice as my car, but equal or better would be amazing. But these are just.
What kind of car do you have?
I have a Mercedes, a C300. It's just a C class, but it's like in pristine condition. I work from home, so it has like.
HQ, let me ask you a question. HQ, let me ask you a question. Why does every black person feel like they need to have a Benz?
I don't know, because I hate them damn cars.
And also, the thing is this: did she buy that outright, or is she paying a massive lease for that Benz?
No, she said that. She said that she owns a car. And no, she didn't say anything about
that thing. Probably got 200,000 miles on it, man.
She said C edition, whatever that is.
I just don't want it to be like, oh, babe, we gotta
ain't
drive
driving
your
no
car.
GLC.
My car's messing up. I've dealt with that too.
There ain't no
it
GLC.
makes me feel like
she's very materialistic. We can see that. Materialistic.
Very superficial. Yeah.
Yes. Superficial. She got the look, no kids, all of that. Maybe she's just nervous.
KRC, you better stop that line on your birthday. Her wig is bothering everybody here.
No,
Stop it. Stop it. That wig
if you too picky, she is feminine. She's bossy, but she's feminine. Stop.
But is she bold? Is she bold enough to take off that wig in the mid crowd and say, "Hey, I got a Jada Pinkett Smith set it off cut.
Yeah, but she ain't finna do that. She gonna come to the date looking like this. She's beautiful.
Hey, if she can do that around amongst 1,000 people, she'll get my respect and my heart.
No, hell no.
I
Like
love
the
her
man
for
in the
life, like
relationship.
Jodeci.
And I do not want to feel like the man. I want to be feminine. I don't want to be alpha female, any of that. Like I want to feel like.
See, she said she don't want to be the alpha female. She said that.
She got to stop giving. She got first and foremost, she got to stop wearing weaves like this. Secondly, she got to get rid of the snooty attitude, because it don't matter what kind of car she drive or what material she possess or don't have. A man wants some peace and he wants something to build with.
Women want peace and we want somebody to deal with. We want peace and we want somebody we can build with too. But we also want somebody to be able to match what we're doing. We can't be dragging y'all out the gutter. You got to be on our level, the same level we on. We got to be on the same level.
But the purpose of a helpmate is to indeed help the person.
Yeah, being
that the female, majority of y'all females, y'all are smarter than us because y'all are more detailed than us. Y'all more thorough. Okay, but y'all in mass, a lot of y'all too brutish, and y'all don't possess the humility trait to be the helpmate.
Humility and brutish, two different things.
Nah, really.
Okay, so yes. We not brutish and we don't have no look.
No, you're not humble at all.
You don't need to be humble. We don't need to be humble.
You need a degree of humility. It takes a degree of humility to be a helpmate.
Everybody has
to be a proper helpmate. You have to.
So why don't we have humility?
Because you're stuck.
What did that mean? We don't have
your own way. You're stuck in your own way, and your own way is causing you good, fruitful relationships for your future.
Okay, Jihani, you stuck in your own way, and it's causing you fruitful relationships. No. Then it ain't got me stuck.
But look, okay, so let's
so it can go both ways. You don't want to deal with nobody with a wig, and most women gonna wear a wig. Most women are comfortable.
Because she does not need it. She does not need the wig. This wigs, okay. So when wigs first dropped, like in women that was dealing with hair loss, women that was dealing with just bad hair, damaged hair, and I'm pretty sure under that wig she has. Hey, KRC, mute up.
Okay.
Oh, so I bet under that hair she probably has a fro at least, at the very least, if not a ponytail. But I'm saying she does not need that weave with her facial structure.
Why are we in a conversation about hair?
Because she's wearing it unnecessarily. She does not need that catastrophe on her head.
This is your thing. Hair
she
is
don't
not
need
a deal breaker. Hair is not a deal breaker.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
For you though.
Especially this one.
I ain't finna say that. Women,
most
women will put on a weave or a piece of hair or something. Look,
she don't need that
piece
of hair.
You say,
sorry. That's a Taurus thing.
A high sex drive.
How old is she?
Yes.
Okay. So he has to have a high sex drive. He has to have no kids.
Whoa! Stop! What? You said she how old?
36, 37.
She's 40. She's done. She don't need that wig. She does not need that wig at 40 years old.
Are we gonna have an honest conversation, or we gonna try to gaslight us?
She don't need it. Look at her face. She doesn't need the wig, even if she.
You say she don't need it. That's not the woman for you. That's not the woman for you. But that's plenty woman. That's plenty woman for other people. So you can't sit there and say because she got on a wig, she's unacceptable. There's plenty of men don't mind no wig, so it can't be.
Yes, a simple deal with anything. Yes, a simple deal with anything. But for any prominent man, no, this is unacceptable.
LeBron James might wear a wig.
We gonna leave LeBron James out of it. Leave his wife out of it. Leave his wife out of it. So look at this lady. Look at her neck. Look at her face. Okay. So let's keep it about her, right? Look at her face. Look at her neck. She has a good degree of fitness. She does not need that thing on her head. If anything, that weave is taken away from her. She's already 40, but she's wearing it well. She's wearing it well, but she does not need that wig on her head.
That's wild.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop that.
You gotta stop that. You gotta
got
stop
more hair
that.
than her. It ain't much.
The whole point is, it's a wig, and a lot of women wear wigs. You either don't like a wig or you do, but she has the right to wear it, and that don't mean she's out for the pasture because she got a wig.
And that made $60,000.
Sure, if he has all his bills together.
Okay, okay. So she's not really big on the salary.
Yeah.
But he has to have a couple of things, like he has to be able to travel. Traveling is not cheap.
It's not cheap, but I feel like if you like, I'm pretty frugal myself, and like I know how to budget. I know how to like put things together. Like I know how to stay under a certain, I know how to manage money. So
do you make over 100K?
I don't, and I never know.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. So salary is not this big thing for her. It's more so money management. Okay, fair enough.
It's no building with her. It's no building with her. She spends too much.
What?
She spends too much. She don't know how to manage money.
She just said she knows how to manage her money. What do you mean?
She's not cost effective. She's not cost effective. She likes to shop. This is a rainbow.
I like to shop, but I keep a budget. What do you mean?
She does not. She's that woman you see in Rainbow and Forever 21 every weekend. Huh?
She just said she keeps a budget. She knows how to manage her money. She don't have no debt. She said she don't have no debt. So how she don't know how to manage her money, Jihan? She said that at the beginning. She said if he got a student loan, if he got credit card debt, I ain't the one for him because I don't have.
Does that sound believable? Does that sound believable coming out her mouth with that wig on her head? Does that sound believable? Does that sound believable?
I'm right there. Did you hear me? Seeing as how I'm right there, seeing as how I'm right there, then yes, I believe it.
Oh, okay.
Fine. So
you mean there's plenty of women out there that don't have no bills and don't have no budget or no credit card? What do you mean?
It's just like
although I have credit card debt, yeah.
Like the same.
But does she know how to balance the books though? That's what I'm asking.
I tend to go for guys that are really, really handsome, but those are the guys that are like want to be players or not really, really available. So
I don't know, Shiesty. I don't know. Ask Jihan that crazy question.
I have
because she got a face like Carrie Hilson.
An appearance specification, but
this lady right here.
And
she
being
got that Carrie Hilson
older,
face.
like I still want them to be like mature, but not look old. If that makes sense.
Okay. Oh, what is the age range you want to date? You're 30.
35 to 45.
35 to 45. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Oh no.
I see rolls. I see rolls. I see back boobs. I see back boobs.
Part of why like people don't take me serious because of how I'm shaped, which stinks because I'm not.
You got a fupa
body.
Okay, so you said men don't take you. Do have a nice shape. Yeah. So men don't take you.
Oh, she got back boobs. I see them. She got hot dogs on the back of her back.
Big front boobs. What do you mean?
She got hot dogs on the back of her back. What are you talking about?
And she got big boobs in the front. That's good. That's fine.
Hold up. How did she start? She started the comment. She started the Kendra Cam by saying, "People do not take me seriously because of my shape."
Yes,
and I'm willing to wager. I'm willing to wager.
She's built like a brick house.
She has a panties tucked in the back half of those pants.
She built like a brick house. That's why she has problems.
Yeah, inside of Home Depot. Yes.
Wait a minute, hold on, Jihan. You are heterosexual, right? Because if we starting to question this shit, you never come across as like a nobody, and it's always one excuse after the other. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, I just feel like
first and foremost.
Okay, sorry.
First and foremost.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things where
they just asked in the comment section.
It's like a catch-22. Like, okay, you're kind of sexy, so you might seem like the party girl, but I'm really not. Like, I'm a homebody. I'm actually an introvert. That I like talking with people, but I would much rather be home, like rather than out and about. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. When was your last relationship?
2019, middle of 2019.
2019. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Right.
A little over a year.
Okay. Oh, so are you waiting for a relationship or marriage?
See?
No, I just, I'm trying to limit the casual.
Here's your Kendra cam.
Okay. Oh, what is the age range you want to date? You're 36.
35.
Here she is.
Oh no.
We see them breasts, girl.
Yeah.
But can she get a serious relationship?
That's part of why people don't take me serious because of how I'm shaped. Which stinks because I'm not.
Did you push back? Okay. So you said men don't take you do have a nice shape. So men don't take you.
Yeah, I never said she had a I never said she was bad built.
She a brick house.
I never said she was bad built. I'm saying she could get in the gym. She could get in the gym, toned up because the face is there, the neck is like everything else is there except the wig.
Okay,
and she just toned up.
What's wrong with her then? What's wrong with her then?
No, she could get in the. She could, like I said, she could get in the gym and
coffee
lose the
date.
wig.
She deserves a coffee date.
Why would a guy be like, oh, what are 3 flaws you have to work on?
So I am a very, very bad procrastinator. I can have a little bit of a temper. And so I think, just trying to ease up on that. Sometimes like I might go too hard, like for small things, and that can be argumentative. So it's something that has been a problem in the past, but I try to be more cognitive about it. And I think just like starting things and not fully like finishing them. Like there's so many things I want to do, and like I'll have all the ideas, but like I won't put them together to fruition.
You're not an expert.
And so I think if I did that,
you definitely need to see more.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Right.
I just have a lot of love to give, Kendra. Like I don't have kids, like, but I want to be like a good mom. Like I'll be my husband's biggest fan and supporter. I feel like I'm intelligent. I feel like I have a lot to offer just as far as like knowledge and value in life and insight. I just want to be able to share that with like my person.
Okay, so did you catch the 2 that I caught? 24-24. I caught them little incidents where she got an attitude and might start some little shit, and she's a procrastinator.
Hubris.
Two red flags, but 2 red flags don't make not a coffee date. We don't know. Maybe what she says is argumentative, might be something really small. We don't know because that's the coffee date time. We don't know. She said she likes to go out. She likes to do these things. She can be a little bit argumentative, but then you can curb that. And the procrastination, you doing it rotely. Solid shape. She needs a good support system. Yeah, she could look forward to lose like 20 pounds. Then she'd really have some big knockers. Yeah, she'd be all. That's a brick house body.
I'll take her to the gym first date.
Yeah, coffee is something that you ain't got to pay for, or something very minimal that you got to pay for. She deserve a coffee date. Okay,
work up a ladder.
Right. Coffee date, yeah, but I saw 2 red flags, but coffee date, yeah, ain't bad. We ain't gonna kick her out. She don't deserve to get kicked out.
I mean, if she willing to do additional work, money management, not being. That's what I'm saying. She said she was lazy and argumentative. So are you lazy with the books or?
No, she ain't lazy with the money. She said she's lazy with something else. That if she got a good man who came and had a program, she probably jump on the program because she want to have kids, she want to be married, she want to do all those things. That's what she said. She waiting for a man to come along, get on his program, have kids. She want to kick him out. Boom, boom, boom. So that's what I'm saying. And I see her with a short pixie cut. She'd probably be even more beautiful. Yeah,
I don't know. Raquel Rose says she lazy with the hair according to the money. So she say her money right, then she shouldn't have that fake hair. That's what
No,
Raquel
she said
Rose
her
said.
money is right. She said her money is right. She said she don't have no bills, no credit card. She said she's straight. She said she don't want him coming with none of that. So the whole point is you can be very lazy, but you can be disciplined in other areas of your life. You can be that lazy in one area, but be disciplined in other areas. I mean, it depends on what that area is. That's the whole thing. Where are you lazy at? Right. So I say coffee date it is. Next candidate. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful girl.
Only thing I don't want to just add this. I do think.
All right. Here we go.
Why don't you look pretty?
Hey, Kendra.
Hey, what's your name, baby?
Hi, my name is Wisdom.
Yes, this is the blind date. You see the person. You see the person. You know, you see him. She might be interesting. She has 5 or 6 of those qualities that I like. Then you go on a coffee date to see if she has more qualities that you like. And then that's it.
Wisdom Sinclair's my middle, and then my last name's Henry, but I took that
off.
You
are very pretty. Where you calling us from, Wisdom?
Q, I'm the same way. If you can't clean, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I'm actually calling from the south suburbs of Chicago. So I'm about 30 minutes south of Chicago.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 24. I just turned 24 in October.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
So
y'all make sure y'all hit the like button coming in and out. However you want to do it, please. That's what we need. The likes and shares, please.
I work for the government.
So HQ. Why do you think she's up here?
Her right here?
Yes, her right here.
She's a geek. And geeks don't have social skills, so they find some place to go. And they want people to find them because they don't know how to find people.
So you think this is like a Comic-Con / Barnes and Noble type deal?
Oh, her? This girl?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she seems like it, but I ain't heard everything, so I don't know. She just seems like that type. Like she's a geeky type. She's focused on her work, and she don't really she really don't have time to socialize. So see, a lot of people get on here because they don't know how to approach people. So they want other people to approach them because they don't have no game. Beautiful or not. If you on a show like this, you're gonna get people in your DMs. Then you get to make the choices. You don't have to do the responsibility of going out there and actually engaging people. People are coming to you. So sometimes people get on here because they don't want to get out there to engage. They want other people to come and do half the work, most of the work. And that's the way I look at it. I don't know her yet because I haven't heard, but I'm saying there's a lot of people on here who don't have time to
socialize. Say she a sugar baby.
She could be. Dang. She could be. We don't know. But is she worth a coffee date? If she's looking for a real husband, is she worth a coffee date?
Coffee and cream or coffee and sugar?
No, that's fine. I know the government. Y'all be having secret jobs.
Yeah, I do work for the government. Yes.
Do you have any kids?
No, I have no kids. I'm 24.
Well, okay. Well, that's good. I met 24-year-olds with a few kids, but okay, I'm happy you don't have any kids. What's your zodiac?
Team Peterson, what's wrong with a female celibate? I mean, she's celibate. If this is her.
Fine.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, right, G Honda?
I mean, if the pH is clean.
What?
Libra, but outside of me being a Libra, I don't know too much more
sanitation.
About like.
So we're not going to discuss sanitations.
There should never be a discussion about sanitation.
Exactly. There's a lot of things that shouldn't be a discussion.
What are we doing?
Because I know what my sign is, but I'm not too into that.
I ain't having no discussion about your pissy ass. You know, come on, what are we doing? I mean, if I got to discuss you and your pissy ass, you shouldn't even be on this show. Nowhere near anybody else.
I mean, hey, my sentiments exact. But you know what? That last time Jay Prince had came up on Kendra G, and because that chick he married, he was like, man, her pH was whack, man. Her pH was all over the place.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. Some women have not had the benefit of having HQ as their mother. So I can't help that.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, you're doing well in the appearance sector, so let's get to know you better. And you look great on paper too. Wisdom. South Chicago suburbs, Libra, 24, no kids.
Please don't summon the sheep herd. Please don't. Please don't.
Works for the government. What kind of man you looking for, honey?
Okay, so I'm looking for a leader. First of all, I'm looking for a man that can lead me. I'm looking for my husband. I'm not into like just dating casually anymore. I'm looking for something really serious. I'm looking for a provider man. I have a long list, but I'll keep it kind of short here. A leader, a provider, someone who wants a family, who wants kids, someone who wants to take care of their family. I also want someone who's kind, but also really hardworking. And then I'll keep it short because my list can get really long. And I also really want a man like Christian, preferably, but like it's not a deal breaker. Like you were just talking about the other people who were on the show. Like I know what my beliefs are. Your beliefs can be different. Nobody can take me being a Christian away from me. So
only thing I don't want to just add this. I do think in a family marriage, it can be complicated because we have kids. So I do think when it comes down, I was talking about dating, but long-term seriousness, you may need to be on the same page because it could be complicated when it comes to children.
I do agree with that. But like, yeah, totally agree with that actually. Yeah. Now that you say that, you know,
I ain't seen no red flags, so far. She seems to be slender. She seems to be fit, feminine, friendly, nice teeth, Christian, want kids, young, ready, amiable. I don't see no flags. I don't see none.
Does she have an OnlyFans? Does she have an OnlyFans?
I don't have no. I haven't seen. Is this a natural case?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, why you keep trying to find something wrong with these people? This is coffee date, sir. Coffee date. You were not even gonna know her pH balance on the first date. No way.
Right. Like
you ask me stuff you won't know from the outside.
You don't know that until after the date. You gotta go on the date first. You worried about a wig and a weave, and she's a beautiful woman and got all the qualities. See, that's what we talking about. You talking about I can't take no man that's 5'3", but he got great qualities. What if she got a wig on her head and she got all your great qualities? See? You can't be saying that.
I'm gonna tell her to lose the wig because she's beautiful, like a great man.
So I'm gonna tell him to grow some height.
So, G Honda, I got a question for you. That last young lady, she had on a wig. So what if she took off her wig and she was bald like you? Would you still find her attractive?
Yes, I would love her forever. Like keep us like a Key Sweat song. I would love her forever. Forever my lady. Forever my lady.
You see the disingenuousness, natural. Do you see it? What?
It's like men want no wigs, all natural and fit, and women want height. And shout out to Ree Pink in the chat because she said it. She was like, if you're too picky, it's going to be very hard if everybody is like super, super picky. What are our compromises? Are we open to, being a little bit flexible? Because what if she does wear a wig, but she checks every other box? G Honda, I know you're big on like health and fitness, and I get that. So what if she has everything else except she does wear a wig? You can't give her a pass. Come on, my guy.
Thank you.
But see, hold on. Hey, KRC.
No.
The average wig, a lot of them are extra.
Answer the question.
A lot of them are extra. A lot of them are extra. But you know what? But the thing is this. A lot of times when they used to wear weaves, you had a degree.
But no, let's keep going.
I wouldn't want to raise my kids.
You bald though, G.
Because that mean in this world only
the pretty ones.
What?
That's not true.
What?
Because the way women, a lot of women, the way the way a lot of women talk, not all, but the way a lot of women talk, it's like, okay, only guys that are 6 foot would have a chance with the woman. And then the way a lot of guys talk, only women that are fully natural and fit would have a guy. This world would have like no marriage rate if that was the case. We all are going to be different in some way. But I think with you being big on health and fitness, I think you should make that, yeah, that may be it has to be no compromise. So she fits the health and fitness, but if she has a wig, come on, give her some grace. Give her some grace, G Honda.
Thank you.
KRC, Grace is the name of a good woman. Grace is the name of a great woman. So me giving her grace would be like, let's see what you look like without the wig. Let's see what we do without the wig. Let's see if we can build from here. If she a lot of times, like that last woman, she didn't really need it.
You can't even get past the wig because you don't even want to be on the date with her.
Out of necessity. She's doing it out of unnecessity. How are you not seeing this?
Okay, give us 3 examples of beautiful women with natural hair.
Three examples of beautiful women with natural hair.
Yeah.
Jessica Alba.
Shakira.
Jessica
Alba ain't black.
Why are we bringing race into it? Why are we making it about race?
Don't you start that, because you know what we talking about.
Why are we making it about race?
Because she's gonna have regular hair. None of them women were black. Gihanna, you being disingenuous. Let's continue.
Man, come on.
No, think about what you just said.
When I have kids, I wouldn't want them to be anything other than Christian. I wasn't
thank you, Zeus.
Raised in the church. Like, I went to church, but like it wasn't like every Sunday you're waking up going to church. So I want something similar for my family. So, kind of got to be a Christian.
Couple things. Now you said provider, so do you not
so
want to
let's
pay
see.
any bills?
So with that, it's so I was raised, my mom was a housewife when I was a child, so, and my grandmother the same way. So I'm used to seeing women in a position of like motherly in the house. I do work now, and throughout dating, I don't plan not to quit my job, but if I'm going to be having lots of kids, which I do, not lots, but a few kids, I don't want to have to go to work. Like, I want it to be an option for me, or even to do work that is like something that fulfills me. Like, one of the things I'm interested in is like opening a nonprofit for housing. So that's not, building that from the ground up would not be a traditional clock in, clock out, or salaried employment. So
okay, so if you talking about you want to be a stay-at-home mom or somebody like that, then you need to carve out a position that you can do from home and still contribute to the household. You need to carve something out. Okay, you can't just say I want a provider and then you got to stay at home and he got to do everything. You got to carve yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to carve yourself a profession that you can do at home so you can help everybody. You can help the family. You just can't go home and not work. I just don't believe in you just sitting at home not doing nothing. When you're perfectly capable of doing that as a woman, you're perfectly capable of figuring out how to start a business, how to start something from home and be able to contribute to the family. Don't sit at home, because then that's more burden on the man. The man has to do more to provide for the family if you're going to sit at home. And you didn't say you wanted one child, so more than likely you probably want 2-3 children. So therefore, no, you need to carve out some kind of profession that you can do at home and help contribute to the family. That's all I'm saying. I want a provider. People want a provider. They want to stay at home, but you don't want to put the biggest burden on the man. Try to at least know that you can bring some kind of income into the house. That's all I'm saying. But if he's a man who makes $200,000-$300,000 and say babysit at home, I have my big ass right there next to the pool. Every time he came in the door, food to be ready, hot and ready. Everything be hot and ready.
That's something I want the flexibility to do, but dating up until that marriage, I don't want him, like, I want him to be able to, like, I don't want him to be growing into that. I want that to be already kind of on the table.
And then, said, like, so he has to already have it together.
Okay, then you looking for a man that's maybe 40, right? Because usually a man gets himself together like that by the time he's 40. Not at 32. She's only 24 years old. What the hell you looking? Wait a minute, we gotta look and see what man she want. What's his age range? Let's see. Hey, Divine. Hey, Zeus.
Hey, HQ.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, got it. So does he have to look a certain way?
No.
Yeah, G Honda did pick all mixed women that were mixed. Yeah, he did pick all mixed women.
Well, I'm not particular on how a man has to look.
I did.
In my past,
Yes, you did.
I've dated outside of my race, both inside my race. I prefer Black men. But the most thing that I care about is someone who's clean cut. You don't have to wear like name brands. Actually, I prefer if you don't. I prefer someone just clean cut, looks clean, good breath, you know, good hygiene. The rest, we can figure it out. I'm not always the most stylish person in the room, and that's fine. But no one can ever say like, oh, she looks not put together or something like that. You always look clean. So that's important to me. So look clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about money? Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button coming in and out the door. Please hit the like button. Subaru Cash Apps. Cash Apps are great. Subaru chats are free.
Yes, that's important to me. Like I said before, I do want a provider man. In my past,
there's nothing wrong with asking for a provider man. That's all I'm saying. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Experience with dating casually or even dating.
Yes, having to ask somebody for good smelling breath is wild.
More seriously, I usually date guys who make a lot of money. I'm not into their finances, but if we had to go on professions, physicians, doctors, senior level execs, things like that, those are like the guys who I usually would date. That's usually for me. I'm not sure what those salaries look like, but it's not. I've heard women on here and men too, like say 70K, 100K, like it's more than that for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Zeus. What do you got to say?
She's a chameleon. I can see that. She's a chameleon. She's saying she's very passive, but she's making a lot. She's already had it drawn out. If this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, and my kids are gonna be this way, and this is gonna happen that way.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that though.
No, nothing wrong with having a plan, but you can't have a plan and say you want somebody else to come in and lead your plan. That's not the way it works. Also, too, if you have one kid and you both have a career, you can make that work. But once you have two kids, if the second income isn't over like $3,000 a month, they might as well just stay at home. And those kids will eat that money up real. If you have girls, just double that money because they got
That's
more.
That's why I said you need to be right. If you want to sit at home, you need to be carving out a career that will make you be able to sit at home so you can contribute some of that money. Because what you asking for is a lot of money. Right.
And also
I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Devine. I apologize.
Yeah. No, and also too, like, does she realize that the economy that we are living in right now is like a one person income cannot hold down a stay-at-home mom nowadays? So it's like they're not putting the economy into consideration. It's like she's thinking about her needs before anybody else.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna be one of those people these days with this economy, you need two people to really live beyond and be above and beyond your needs. So this young lady, she likes the clean cut corporate guy. The guy she's going after have money. So I mean, maybe she don't have nothing to work. She has the look. Tell me she don't have the look. She got the look, right?
Mm-hmm. She does. But
what's that look called? Do you know? What's that look called? What's
Polished.
that look called? Do you know?
Polished.
pageant princess.
Yes.
When she was little, she was doing cheerleading, pageants, and all that. That's why you notice her hands don't move when she talks. You notice she don't move her head back and forth. She doesn't roll her neck. That's pageant princess. It's stuff that's taught. It goes with the line you said the other day with Zsa Zsa Gabor teaching her daughters.
Right. She has control. She has a lot of control over her food, over her movements. Okay, I see what you mean.
And my question for her would be: she said she dated those men. How come she didn't close any of those deals? I'll be interested to hear what happened with those guys in the first place.
Yeah, but we never know. We never know. We don't know what.
No, that's not what she's saying. That's why I said what I said, HQ. Right. And I apologize. I want to say hey to everybody on the panel. When I say she's a chameleon, sometimes I will throw out terms and maybe everybody doesn't know what I'm saying. She's presenting herself as one way, and then she will say words to make you think one thing, but she's really redirecting. I've dated these men, but I don't know their salaries.
Yeah, but that's a little white lie. That doesn't mean she's
okay. You just said I was right. That's all you said. I didn't say what kind of lie it was. I said it was a lie. Yeah, what are we doing, HQ?
Hey. I don't see her as
stop it. You don't have to get
but I don't see her as inauthentic though. I don't see her as inauthentic. I think I see her as very authentic.
I'm getting ready to explain it to you. No, she changed everything.
Whoa.
That's what
we can't hear you at all now. You got to go out and come back in, Kate. Yeah, you got to go. Yeah, Divine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see her as inauthentic. I just see her as very controlled. You know what I'm saying? Very controlled. It's a very controlling person. Controlled.
I believe. I know it's possible to take care of a family with less than that. A lot of people do it, but I don't see that for myself, and I want what I want.
That's it. I mean, listen, you're very attractive. You have no kids.
Sorry.
Let's do the Kendra cam.
Okay. So before we do the Kendra cam, I see even already a lot of people already follow me on my Instagram. I was heavier, about 50 pounds heavier in the start of the year.
Oh, wow. She got on a diet and she lost the weight. Okay.
So I did lose a considerable amount of weight. So the pictures on my Instagram or how I look right now in the Kendra cam is not what you'll see on the internet of me. I'm much thinner.
But how did you lose the 50 pounds?
So basically, like a matter of like working out, maybe I should step this way more because that's black. But working out, I traveled a lot. So in Europe, there's a lot of like walking that you do.
So she's very controlled. She's very controlled about what she does and what she eats now. But she's primarily one of these people that travel. I mean, there's a certain person that she's looking for. There's a certain person that she's looking for. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. She looks good.
Don't do so much in
HQ.
Hey, natural.
Yeah, you see how she said that she want what she want? It's like being able to build and work with someone is very far and few anymore.
Right.
I mean, I want the whole package. I'm not willing to work with this person. They need to come with every single thing that I want.
Right.
It's just like, it is not realistic. And I'm like, okay, yes, she fits the physical appearance of what we keep saying that guys want. Right. But behind that, she's not even willing to work with anybody. Right. If you don't come with everything that she wants, she is not even going to give you the opportunity. And that is so unfortunate because we all could use a little bit of buffering and polishing. None of us have that perfection of ideal, everything. So it's like, why not be open to working and growing with someone? I'm just a little bit confused by that because I've heard it now so much. It's like, we can't have that expectation. It's not realistic.
Right. I mean, I'm always saying, I'm the first one to say, if you have 7 of those things, you got 10 things you want. If they got 7, then you need to run with those 7 because you're not going to find all 10. But you can work with person, like a wig. You can work with a wig. You can work with nails. You can work with those kind of things. Being an OnlyFans, you can't work with that. Being a hooker or stripper, you can't work with that. But you can work with a wig.
With a bad wig. Not a bad wig. Not a bad wig.
Gianna.
A bad wig? Come on now.
A wig, you better get them. You better get
a wig or extensions. A wig or extensions that actually looks like your real hair. What's wrong with that?
She don't have this young lady. I would hazard a guess she has pieces in her hair right here. This young lady, maybe. I don't.
It looks like hers. It looks like hers.
So you mean to tell me if she has a wig that looks like hers, that's fine?
Yeah.
You need to stop.
It don't have to be anything excessive, is what I'm saying.
So, G Honda, is this like a kind of woman that you would be interested in taking on a coffee date?
Sure.
Okay. So now the question is do you qualify for what she's asking for now?
Right.
No,
because she has this crazy list.
no, because she wants a simp. She wants a simp. She wants a beta male simp.
All of y'all are simps. All of y'all are simps. What do you mean?
Nope.
You think you're gonna run into a relationship with your chest stuck out? Then you ain't gonna have a relationship.
The only man that's a grade A qualified simp in this. The only woman that qualifies for a man to simp to her is a man simping to his wife. That is it.
She gotta be on the road to be your wife, and during that time, you're gonna be a simp.
But that's the only woman you should be providing for. Provide, protect.
Who said that a man got to provide for other women? Huh?
It's happening. HQ, we ain't gonna sit up here and act like the simp clan ain't running the whole thing. That's the reason why these women get up here and act like this. That's why they get up on their soapbox and do all this stuff and make all these outlandish demands, because they have simps that's pandering to them at every turn. And anytime she go to the gas station and get out her car, anytime she go to Walmart, anytime she go to Target, anytime she goes to Whole Foods, people are at her neck.
Here's the thing, G Honda. Just because you're nice and love your woman and want to do for your woman, that don't mean you're a simp.
I ain't say that. I didn't say that.
So what's a simp?
Let me go back. I said the only time a man should be truly simping to his woman is a man simping to his wife.
Okay.
At which I'm being jokingly, because a man can never be a simp to his wife. That's just him wanting to provide and pour into her. So I'm saying that in a joking manner, right? So, but when you have women like this that's actually looking for a bona fide simp to fork out all his resources and funds just to fund her lifestyle, like she said, she led with, I want to travel. I like to travel. Okay, how come you're not getting these results in real life?
She's only 24.
Right, and you're not a bad-looking woman, so I can
only 24. She ain't full-fledged came out there looking for no. She ain't out there full-fledged looking for no husband until right now.
I also think
let me jump in real quick. Natural, I think you brought up a really good point, because we need to have these conversations to understand what we're not doing and what we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I don't believe in soulmates. I don't believe there's a person that's going to fill all 10 of your boxes. So if you can break that illusion of trying to look for that, you will do much better. Right. I think the conversations are missing. I think that's interesting. Okay, cool. Because she might meet a guy, he don't have none of that, and she's all in.
Right.
Anyway, with that said, I'm in. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Gianna. Go ahead.
She deserves a coffee date, though. She deserves a coffee date.
Yeah, she does. But I was gonna say too, like, based upon her interview, she seems like, to me, she gives off inauthentic kind of vibes. Like, based upon how she's talking, it seemed like she scripted on what she was gonna say even before going on Kendra. But I do think she can find somebody. You know, it's just a matter of, you know.
What's wrong with her being scripted? she's scripted because maybe she's one of those A-type personalities that have to script everything because she don't remember it. She wants to be clear, concise, forward thinking. Maybe that's her. She comes across as wanting what she wants, but I get that she looks kind of fake, but I still don't see what she's saying that makes her not want what she wants. She seems to want what she wants. She just seems to be a sedity. No, let me be honest. She seems like she's sedity and one of those women that turn her nose up to other women because she wants to have more than what they have. She seems like that type. Okay. And that's a somewhat of an authentic asshole, but asshole nonetheless. Right. I don't know.
Suburbs. So I was walking a lot, moving a lot.
Was that you, Natural?
And
Yeah, I was just gonna say something really quick. I have a family member that's actually built similar to this, and me and her have had recent conversations because I've shared your channel over to her, and she always likes to remind me that she can ask for what she wants because she has what the men demand. So she's 30, single, no kids. She has this kind of build. She has hair like mine, my complexion. Like she thinks because she has this build, she always likes to remind me that she can ask for the top tier man because what she has and how she's built is what the men demand. So she thinks that she's in demand based off of her physical appearance. Now, her personality, when we get beyond the physical part, is where there's a little bit of a conflict.
Right. And then the physical part is what men are looking at. So I'm saying based on their physicality that they like, she might be worth a coffee date. Right? But you're saying when you get her into the coffee date, there might be something going sideways.
She goes.
Oh yeah, because she gonna tell you. Yeah. Yep, because the way that her mind works is, okay, you want a woman that looks like me? Well, guess what? Yes, you have to be 6'6". She doesn't want to be flexible with men. She wants every guy to be over 6 foot. Every man has to make six figures. Every man has to, sponsor her lifestyle. She does not believe that she should settle for anything less because of her physical appearance. And I'm like, that's great. But I know my cousin's personality, and I'm like, girl, it's a little hard.
I just have a question. She said she was overweight before, right? Previously?
Yeah, this young lady right here, yeah.
Yeah, I just think that, ever since she lost that weight, I think her ego went through the roof. And then, like sometimes sometimes, even though there's nothing wrong with a big woman, but it's like when they lose weight, they tend to get over carried away with themselves. Like they kind of see themselves holier than thou, in my opinion.
The question is, can she actually get what she's asking for?
Yes, she can.
Wait.
So I'm gonna tell you, when she says, I agree with you guys. She can get what she's asking for. She can get into the room.
Yeah.
The
looks get you into the room. The looks get you into the room.
Right. And the mannerisms.
Right.
She knows what to say. She knows when not to say it, etc. The problem is, she's still in that recreational use headspace. It doesn't seem like it, but she's talking to the average guy. When she gets in the room, vipers on her level.
I can't hear it. I can't hear him.
Yeah, I know. You fading in and out, Zeus. You fade. We can't hear nothing. We just hear horns. Horns.
The weight kind of just comes off when you move. The weight got on me during the pandemic. I was just being kind of lazy, like a lot of people, and working from home. So I was, sitting around a lot, eating, and then, once the world opens back up, you open your life and you move around again. So yeah.
You look good.
And but I forgot to tell you, one thing that is important to me, The guy that I'm with, he doesn't have to be like supermodel, handsome, or fit or anything, but I do want someone who's at least, I'm not saying you have to go to the gym every single day or even like 3-4 times a day, but caring about your health is important.
Right.
For me, just because gotta be around long to take care of your family, that's important. So I don't want someone who's too overweight. And if you are overweight but willing to change, that's great. But that willingness to change is important for me. So yeah.
Okay. Could he have kids already?
In my past, yes,
Ooh, who is
I've
that?
dated
Woo.
people with kids. Do I prefer it? No, I don't. If he does have kids, I have a strict rule, and I
Right.
guess you could say this is a standard. No kids under the age of 5. I think.
See, this is what we mean by having all those rules and all of these X, Y's, and Z's that people gotta hit. All of these markers. That's not going to work. You're going to be stuck.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Yes.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody in the chat. So this is what I want to point out.
Yeah.
As a guy who hangs around the type of men that she was talking about, right? The guys with a little bit of bread. She is. I now can't believe anything that she said, right? Because she said she just lost 50 pounds.
Right.
No resourceful man that I know. Now, busting down a big chick, yes. But especially the guys that's making over 100,000, and that's the kind of range that she's talking about. They are not dating big women. My little brother is a chubby chaser, but he married a fat girl at what he was 20 years old, and they just got divorced, right? So he will accept a woman who's on the heavier side, 30, 40 pounds overweight. But he don't try to go anything over like 150, 140 pounds now. But he married a big old ox because he got her pregnant when they was kids. So, he was like, oh yeah. But as soon as he got some sub 200 pussy, he's like, I like this. I like 130. I like 140 pounds. We know as men, especially when you make that kind of money, you are not chasing no big old ox. And this is what I'm saying. There are different layers and tiers of men. She is a complete lie. No man that makes that amount of money, you won't see a new basketball player with a fat chick. You won't see a new football player or movie star with a fat chick. You'll see a Shaquille O'Neal or Denzel Washington, somebody who's older, who's been married a long time with a bigger woman. But you're not going to see a man who's having it and doing well get into a relationship with a big old ox. You're not going to see that.
That's wild. Yes, I get that. I get that. But she lost the weight because she understands that. She understands.
She lost the weight 6 months ago. Yeah. She lost the weight 6 months ago. She says
tell me ain't no man with money gonna chase her and she looked as good as she looked.
No, I'm sorry. They're not. We'll probably bend her over somewhere, but no man with any amount of money is going to try to. You can ask the men that know men with money.
You're wrong. I'm telling you right now that you're wrong. There's going to be plenty of men going over there.
Like I said, I'm a man who dates women. All the men I know, I don't have no homosexual friends. I only know straight men, right?
Right.
What I'm saying is all the men I know only date women, okay? And none of them that have a nice amount of money, like what she's talking about, dates big women. They wouldn't even try to date big women. It's not something. It's not something that you would chase as a man. You're not going to. If you have a certain amount of money, you're not going to chase a fat chick. And up until 6 months ago, she was a fat chick. Up until 6 months ago.
Right. Let's finish.
At that age,
Listen,
it's very
HQ.
much tied to the woman.
HQ.
Natural.
I
Yes.
I gotta hop off. It's time to get some cosmic gold in for the birthday, but I definitely appreciate you having me. Thank you for the birthday wishes.
Thank you, honey.
Have a good night.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Who you
Let's
had that
finish.
child
She almost
with.
done.
And I just don't like that dynamic in my life, even if that relationship's good. Usually the kids are much older. So I'm okay with that. So yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. When was your last relationship, Wisdom?
So my last relationship was not this past October, but the October prior to that. So that was a relationship I had. I just graduated college not too long ago. In college, so it was like an on again, off again type of relationship, and it didn't work. He wasn't doing enough for me in the life that I wanted, so I had to put myself in a better position to get what I wanted instead of sitting around hoping that things would change. I kind of just have to go after what I want. So
okay,
yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Yeah, so the last time I was intimate with someone was actually like maybe a few months ago. I was dating someone
We
kind
don't
of
need to know the
serious,
circumstances. We don't need to know all that.
but
You talk to
there
me.
was just issues of us butting heads about like
Right.
children and things like that, and I'm not willing to compromise on like me having kids. I'm so young. I want kids.
Do you want
She a bust down.
Sooner than later.
She's only 24. She's only 24.
So what? She probably got half the bodies you got at 24. She's a bust down. She says dating. So and this is why guys don't like it when women say dating, because we know if we taking you out on dates, there is no way possible that I'm not getting any sex. So she is going from relationship to relationship, so-called dating. She's going from relationship to relationship to relationship, getting bust down.
Sex though. That don't mean sex.
Yes, she is, especially a fat girl. Every man knows it's easiest to get a big woman. HQ.
Yeah, but she's not
all right. She was a fat girl up until 6 months ago. That's what you. Yes. So if she was a,
maybe she didn't date that many men. We don't know.
Fat girls. Okay, I'm gonna watch from the chat because you clearly don't believe me that even me as a 5'8" man, listen, even me as a 5'8" man who is over 50, I am not the most attractive. I'm pretty okay in shape. I could walk into a club and get the number of every woman who is 30 to 50 pounds overweight, because they are, when you are a fat woman, and some of them I can go and bust down in the parking lot. It is just that easy. That's how easy it is. You need men up here to actually tell you, and it's our fault because we will have sex with them, but that don't mean we like them.
I'm not saying what you're saying is not true. I'm not saying that. I'm saying she's not that type person. This one right here is not that type person.
She is definitely that type of person. She said she was dating a guy last year and they was butting heads and didn't get along. And then she said she was dating a guy about 3 months. And then if she's dating somebody, there is no man that is standing around dating women and not having sex. She is dating the same type of man that every other woman wants, and they're fucking her. And then after her time is up, they are leaving her alone. And you ever heard my dad used to say something like, you wake up next to a woman that's ugly like a gorilla, you end up having to gnaw your arm off at the shoulder so you don't wake her when you leave. Like a coyote. Like you gotta get out of there. So you will figure out any reason to get out of there. But I'm gonna go back to the chat because you on some crazy shit.
You on some crazy shit. What the hell? What the hell? I get it. I get it that it's the shape, it's the form, it's all of that. I get the fat lady. I get it. I get the hefty lady. But y'all make it seem as though hefty lady, there are not men on this planet that like bigger women. There's bigger, beautiful women, bigger, ugly women, skinny, ugly women, the whole nine. But men still will chase her. Men still will wipe her up. There's plenty of them out here. And I'm saying this woman right here used to be overweight because she said she sat in a chair and she didn't do any kind of exercise because she was working from home. She said, now I got on my discipline, I got on my thing, and not out and lost the weight. I'm doing what I got to do. But 6 months ago, she had a boyfriend, even being heavy. She had a boyfriend. So I definitely know she can get a man at this weight. Definitely.
Not one of those like get married, have kids on my wedding night, but like I'm 24, so if everything were to go my way and not by God's plan,
right,
I'd be married by 27, having my first kid by 28, and then like turn around second 29. So yeah, kind of soon. Kind of.
I mean,
soon.
she might be. She might be a little delusional. She might be a little delusional about the time frame. She may be, but she at least knows what she wants. At least she can articulate it. A lot of people don't know how to articulate it, and she has a plan. I'm sure if a man came along, she would probably get on his plan too, because that's the way she thinks. Okay. She can get a man. She can probably get a good man, a decent man. I ain't mad at her. She's just asking for what she wants. Y'all hit the like button, please. Like button. Super chats are great. Cash apps are even better. Please like and share. Please like and share, please.
I don't think it's unreasonable. It's 3 years from now.
Yeah, I was like, I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the age range you would date?
Okay, Kendra, I don't know how the comments are going to feel about this. I do not date people that are my age. So I start off youngest I'll go, and this is, I don't even know if I should do this. I've tried it to go any younger than this, but I just don't see much success in the mindset. So I'll start at the youngest 37 and I'll go up to 50. And I know people are going to dog me in the comments for that, and I'm okay with that. But in my experience, I've had some of my best relationships I've had were people that were like 40, 45, that age. There's a lot more in common in the mindset.
She wants a provider. There's nothing wrong with wanting a provider. She can ask for everybody. Anybody can ask for what they want. You can ask for what you want. Are you on the level to get all the things that you want? If the man wants this, then you have to do that. If the woman wants this, then you have to do that. Women want providers. Women want men to protect and provide, which means men have to up their game. Men have to up their earning potential. Men have to do all of these things if they want a woman like this. Okay? So I'm just saying, you have to come to her level because she wants a specific guy. She wants a specific relationship. And there's nothing wrong with her asking for that. She can ask for what she wants.
Provider aspect of things. It's not more of like having to ask for it. It's just kind of there. I connect really well with that age. I've never had like things like, oh, you're so young for your age. It's more like, oh my God, we get along so well. I've never had like oh, you act just like a 24-year-old comment. So
she's personable. She's clean cut. She's fit. She's friendly. She's feminine. She's all of those things men say they want. She deserves a coffee date, right? Yes, 50 is insane. That's way hella way old for her. But she's saying the younger men are too immature for her. That's what she's saying. She's saying the younger men are too immature. Why the hell should I deal with young men if and they can't take care of her? This is what she's saying. She wants to be taken care of. Remember, that's what she wants, y'all.
37 to 50 is my age range. I usually won't go over 50. It's just a little the conversation gets a little kind of weird there. But
so okay, so 30 would be too young for you. You're 24. That would be too young too.
Yeah, 30 would be too young. Well, I'm hesitant with that. So 30 and he meets all the other, I hate to say criteria.
Why y'all think she don't want to deal with no man that's 30 years old? Y'all put it in the comment section. Why y'all think she don't want to deal with a man under 35? Put it why. Why you think she don't want to deal with a man under 35?
But like things I care about, such as being a provider, wanting a family, being already established, like those things have to be met like straight out the gate. If you're still like working to get it, I'm not interested in that. So if a 30-year-old has those qualities, then yes. But in my experience, from what
So my question is, what's wrong with asking for what you want? What's wrong with asking for a man who is set up like that? She's asking for the right age range. There's some men that, yeah, everybody's broke. So therefore she has to sit on the sidelines, you know, if she can't find a man like that. But you all said men that age look for women like that. There's still men out there that are older that will take her and mold her and guide her and be her leader. So I'm saying she can get what she wants.
I've done in my short period of dating, I haven't had much success with 30-year-olds meeting those. And it's usually like, even sometimes 37 is like kind of wonky with these guys. So usually it's 40s that usually I can really vibe with well. But
that's what she just said. She just said the men under the age of 40, she's had problems with them being providers. She's had problems with them being consistent. She's had problems with them being that way. So she assumes that a man over the age of 40 will be any different from a man that's under 40. This is what she says. I ain't mad at her. This is what she wants. She maybe she likes men that age, but see, there comes issues with that too. What man at the age of 40 wants to really deal with a woman that's 24 and she may be goofy, issues, young, all of these things?
Younger, usually not. But if he met those criteria, sure.
Okay. So what are 3 things you have to work on, Wisdom?
You keep talking about her being overweight. Why do y'all keep talking about her being overweight? Y'all don't care about what she used to look like. Y'all care about what she look like now. And don't lie, because we know y'all don't care what they used to look like. Because if she wouldn't have said she was overweight, she'd be A1 to y'all. Y'all please hit the like button. Please hit the like button.
Oh, there's a lot of things I have to work on, but the 3 most things I have to work on. Number 1, I can be mean-spirited. I'm mean-spirited because sometimes my mouth gets the best of me and I will say things, especially
Red flag number 1.
I'm pretty quick on my feet, so when I expect someone else to be very quick on their feet. And when someone's not, I can kind of say things that are kind of nasty to people. That's one of the things. And
yeah, that is a fucked up red flag. That's really a fucked up red flag.
It could possibly take up 2 because it's really nasty. That's something I really.
Damn, she said that can be 2 red flags. Then wait a minute, hold up. Maybe a coffee date ain't look. Wow, maybe a coffee date ain't what you need. Maybe you need to grow up a little bit more. Oh, heck, see, no. She said she can be nasty, and it may take up 2 mean-spirited, and it can take up 2 red flags, which tells me she don't deserve no coffee date. If you coming out the back, hold on. Let me rewind that right here.
A lot of things I have to work on, but the 3 most things I have to work on. Number 1, I can be mean-spirited.
Mean-spirited. Now, we don't know what that means in and of itself. Let's listen to the rest.
I'm mean-spirited because sometimes my mouth gets the best of me and I will say things, especially when I don't agree with them. I'm pretty quick.
Wait a minute, I can be petty too, but I'm not going to be mean and be petty. There's a difference between being petty and mean with it, and petty and just being petty knowing that you done did some shit. Wow. She mean-spirited means she got a slick mouth, right? Say some crazy stuff.
On my feet, so when I expect someone else to be very quick on their feet. And when someone's not, I can kind of say things that are kind of nasty to people. That's one of the things, and it could possibly take up 2 because it's really nasty.
You hear that? There it is. It can be nasty, really, really nasty. Ugh, she's a hyena, one of them bad ones, one of them mean ones. She used to be a mean girl. Wow. Y'all hit the like button, please. Thank you. Share, like, thank you.
That's something I really have to work on. Second thing is because I usually date men who are a lot older than me, I am even still, I'm well-spoken and I'm like well-spoken, but I can be very naive. And that's something that I have to learn how to have a little bit more discernment. Even though I think most people have my best interest at heart, me being so young, I still think the glass is always half full. So I have to have a little bit discernment. That's my second thing. And my third thing I would have to say is that I have to be a little bit more upfront with people and not so people pleasing. I'm a very I'm like very, I don't like to use this word, but I will.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. All of this is coming out, and we can tell. She's had more than 3 or 4 men. She's had some younger men. She could not have had just one younger man, because then she would have said, I only had one young boyfriend and the rest have been older. She said, I've dated older men, which means she's dated more than 1, 2, 3. So she's had a lot of men between the ages of 18 and 24. That's my whole thing. How long have you been dating older men, and why have you soured on younger men? She said it hasn't worked with the younger men. So I'm assuming that you've dated more than 1, 2, 3 men. Wow. No, I know. I'm saying, I know that, Flora. Dating doesn't mean sex. They think it means sex. The men think it means sex.
For the sake of the conversation, submissive in some ways. So I do things to please others. And sometimes it works to my detriment because I won't think about myself, or I won't think about how this truly makes me feel because I know it'll please my partner. And then I'll be sitting thinking later, like, why did I do that?
No. We can't take you on no date. You goofy, you nasty, you want to be nasty when you want to be nasty. You said it. You said you were nasty and mean-spirited. You like older men because you want somebody to pay for you, but we don't know how many men have been in the past. We don't know. She all over the place with the men. We really don't know. She likes older men. We don't know. Maybe she's really attracted to younger men, but she wants older men to take care of her. We don't know. We don't know because she's saying everything. You know how some of them get on here and say everything, and you be like, damn, what do you stand for? Just say you want a sugar daddy. There you go. Just say you want a sugar daddy, girlfriend. That's all you got to do. Let me put you up here. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to drop that one. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, hold on. Here's the next candidate right here.
Preferably nobody with no kids. I've done that before. No, no, thank you.
No kids.
Okay.
Well, hello.
Hi. Hi,
Hey, boo.
Kendra.
How you doing? You don't have bad life, but
It's not terrible. Okay. I wanted to go outside anyway, so hold on.
Okay. I gave you a reason. All right, see, it's brightening up. I can see you.
Okay.
You're beautiful. Thank you. What's your name, babe?
I'm Jillian.
Jillian, where you calling us from?
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle's in the building. How old are you?
24.
24. You have any kids?
Nope, negative.
No kids. What do you do for a living?
I'm a cafe manager, and then I do music on the side a little bit too.
What kind of music?
R&B. I'm a little versatile when it comes to music. I sing.
You sing. All right, give me 20 seconds.
Okay. Hold on, give me a second. I just smoked a little bit, so. All right. Been inconsistent for a minute, just listen for a moment. Lay here, don't leave me. Oh, I was hoping we could be closer. Just hold me when it's shaky. Say you still need me.
Okay. All right. This is Julian, Seattle, Washington, 24, no kids, a cafe manager, a singer on the side. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo, September 5th.
All right, she's a Virgo. Let's rock into it. What kind of man you looking for?
Honest, someone who knows what he wants. I don't really require you to, like have everything all together because, life can get rocky, but at least know what you want and have your mindset in order.
Right.
Preferably nobody with no kids. I've done that before. No, no, thank you.
Yeah, that is a rough look for Kendra.
No kids, no kids. What's some other deal breakers besides children?
Liars, cheaters, the basics.
Yeah.
Ignorance. I'm Blasian, so I'm Vietnamese and I speak different languages, and just coming across some people who just for me it's how do you want to travel to a different country or a different state, but just respect the people that are coming from it or the people who are there. So ignorance is big for me.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Vietnamese and Chinese.
Can you say something in Viet? I don't want to say it wrong, Charles.
Vietnamese. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just counted to 10.
Okay, and then you also speak Chinese?
Yes.
What's your ethnicity again?
I'm Vietnamese and Nigerian. My parents are war babies. So
wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's keep going. So Jillian, what's the age range you want to date?
I'm 24, so and I like older men. I feel like people around my age are a little immature and again ignorant, but
27 to 35. Does he have to be in Seattle, Washington?
What the hell?
No, not necessarily. No,
not necessarily. You said he can't have any kids. Does he have to look a certain way?
Nope, negative. If
you
you
keep
big,
saying
all
yes,
big men you
and then
love
you
to,
say,
No.
You're like
no.
So
I feel like it's just the kids thing that's a really big deal for me. And if you do have kids, maybe if they're older, but yeah, no babies.
Okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Nope.
No.
I feel like it depends where you're at. Everywhere has a different minimum wage. So as long as you can take care of yourself and yours.
All right. Julia, when was your last relationship?
Right.
2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. You don't got to answer this question, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been a minute. It's been a while.
Right.
4 or 5 months.
Okay, 4 or 5 months. All right, Jillian, Seattle, Washington. You don't have to be in Seattle, Washington. She's 24. No children. Do you want kids?
Of course I do. Absolutely. I was raised to be a wife. I'm Vietnamese, and that's what my parents are. So of course.
Okay. Your parents are married?
No, not my parents. My mom and my biological father, no. But my mom is married to another man, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Jillian, why do you think you're single?
It's a personal choice. I don't really live by the horoscope life, but a lot of people tell me it's because I'm a Virgo. I love my alone time. So I feel like if I choose you, your company has to be better than my solitude.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes, your company has to be better than her solitude. Give me the Kendra cam. That's when we see your full body.
Okay. Let me put you up. Can you see me?
I can't really see. I can't see because of the comments.
She just got a fat face. She looked like she's heavy, but she's got a fat face.
Okay. Well.
Okay. All right. We see you, girl. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
This is Julia, Seattle, Washington, 24. She'll date 27 to 35. She has no kids. A strong preference of a guy with no kids.
Right.
Cafe manager and also does sing. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I stay to myself. I'm a homebody. I don't go out. I don't party. I don't like that stuff.
She deserve a coffee date? Is she coffee date girl? She'd have some beautiful kids, I mean, they would be 1/4, but yeah, she's a coffee date. She ain't no red flags jumped up and hit you in the work. She's a coffee date. She works in the service industry and can't get a man. Well, you got to work in the service industry in order to be able to get a man. I mean, yeah, y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Yes.
I feel like I'm family oriented a lot, so I'm always doing things for my family and for my man if I have it. Yeah. Of course,
And there
there's
you
one
have
that comes with the package, but I'm a little nervous right now.
I know people get nervous, but you did very good.
Yeah.
You did very
Thank you.
good. Listen, I'm super impressed with your multiple languages. So can you say, besides numbers, can you say something else in maybe Chinese this time?
Well, I need means I love you because I do, Kendra. In Vietnamese, though, khi ta nhỏ ta lấy gì thum ta bắn con ngựa.
Girl, let me tell you something. I need to take you with me when I go to the nail salon.
Come on, let's go. We go to the nail salon.
Because I want to know if these hoes be talking about me. Because
They
I
do.
feel like
I'm telling y'all now, they do.
What they be saying about us at the nail
They
salon?
do. They be talking about how y'all cuticles be looking crazy. They be telling you how y'all extra, y'all picky. They do. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yes, they do. And I be telling them too. I love it. Me and my sister and I, we go to a lot of nail salons.
Wow.
And we don't say anything at first until it's time to pay. Yeah, it's a good experiment.
Oh,
Girl, I need to
wow.
get your personal number because I have your ass on speakerphone.
Let me know.
And I want you to be like, Kendra, they was just, I'm a fight.
Yes, let me know, girl.
Yeah, we know you ratchet, Kendra. We know you ratchet. Don't start that shit.
I'm like, no, speak English in front of me.
Go
I
ahead.
want you to say it. Speak English.
But she good for a coffee date. She good for a coffee date. She is. She's a beautiful girl, good for a coffee date. It is what it is. We got this next candidate. Here we go.
Hello? We can't hear you.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, you got a pretty smile.
Oh, thank you.
Is your name Brooke?
It is.
Brooke, where you calling us from, honey?
Dallas.
Dallas in the building. Oh, you want to show us your shirt?
Rangers.
Okay.
I was at the World Series parade today.
Oh, who won?
The Texas Rangers. Our parade was today.
Oh, I didn't even know, child.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Baseball.
Dallas in the World Series winner.
Yes.
When was the World Series game?
2 days ago. We won 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
She's almost a year. This is almost a year.
Okay. So shout out to Dallas. How old are you, boo?
37.
37. What you do for a living?
Software sales.
Software sales. Do you have any children?
No. 3 dogs.
3
dogs?
dogs?
I'm a pet mom.
Okay, you said 3 dogs?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Sag.
Yeah, this is almost a year old too.
No, you didn't. All right, so we got Brooke, Dallas, Texas.
It's a couple months.
37, software sales, no kids, a mom to 3 dogs. So, all right, Bo, kind of man you looking for, honey?
Somebody who I can just vibe with, preferably probably an Aries. We tend to get along really well on the friendship tip, but just, somebody who I can have a good time with. I'm pretty outgoing. I'm pretty fun. I'm pretty funny. I'm adventurous. So I'm just looking for somebody to live life with. Experience life.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Oh, Lord. Cheating, lying, no purpose. You gotta know where you're going in life. You don't have to have it all figured out, but I need you to know some type of direction of where you're headed so that you can lead me, you can lead the family, you can lead yourself. So, I can't have somebody who's just floating in the wind and
This is her hair. This is her hair. I mean, this ain't no wig or no weave, G-Honda. This is her hair, which means, all that's natural. I don't like that red, but this is all her right here.
No plan.
Okay. Could he have kids already?
Preferably not. But, I'm open to it depending on the ages, depending on, the situations, with the mother or mothers. Good Lord, hopefully not that. But, I'm open to it.
She open
but
to it.
Preferably not.
Right.
Do you want kids yourself?
I do.
Okay. Should he be in Dallas?
Preferably, but maybe not, because he's Dallas men. Child, yeah. So preferably, I've done long distance.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah, this red is
wild.
wild.
Long distance. I travel I'm always
Red
willing to
is
travel.
wild.
If he's willing to travel, and eventually we can discuss somebody moving, I'm open for it.
Okay, you're open for it. What's the age range you would do?
I would say somewhere around 30.
I think she's a beautiful woman for her being put together, the hair and all that. I mean, I think she's a beautiful woman the way she looked. I mean, skin is clear, nice red hair, red shirt, look like Bozo the Clown. I mean, what don't you like?
30 to maybe early 40s. So
okay, early 40s.
Maybe.
So like 43.
Yeah, maybe. Depending on how he looks.
Right.
Depending on how he looks, like
she looks like she can do a coffee date. Coffee date look good for her. A coffee date is cool. Right. And she ain't no red flag so far, except that hair.
I feel like I look a little younger. I'm trying to keep myself a little younger, a little bit more,
Tell me that ain't Bozo the Clown color. Tell me it ain't Bozo the Clown color. I mean, am I the only ignorant person like that? Come on.
In fit or, just not doing too much to age yourself too soon. It depends on how he carries himself, how he puts it all together.
Okay, how he puts it all together. All right, so how does he have to look a certain way?
Yes. I need to be attracted to you. So,
right.
I wouldn't necessarily say, a complexion. Black is beautiful to me. I am 5'5.5". So someone taller than me, preferably at least 5'8".
Right.
That's hard to come by. A nice smile. A nice smile goes a long way.
Homie the Clown, you need to stop.
A nice smile, nice skin, smell good. I'm so big on smells, child. Ooh. You stink, I can't do it. So he needs to be well groomed. He needs to smell good. Yeah.
Yeah, she ain't got no red flags. She's good to go. No red flags whatsoever.
Like I said, be able to put it together, put on a cute outfit, and we I match your fly, you match my fly.
Right.
Okay. What about money? Do you gotta make a certain amount of money?
Yes, does. Everybody be coming on here. I've been waiting to say this for a while too. Oh no, money doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Stop saying money doesn't matter. We don't pay our bills off air. Stop saying that. Everybody comes on here. Money doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Because in the same breath, you'll say, "Oh, but don't ask me for money for your bills." Well, I thought money didn't matter. Anyway, that irks me when people come on here and say that. Yeah, I've dated a couple of guys in the 50 to 60K range. That's cool. But I found that they struggle to keep up with the way that I like to travel. And when I say that, like, I have no problem paying for my part, or it's time to treat you to something special for your birthday or whatever, and covering whatever, but I need you to match that energy. When it's time to go somewhere, pull out your card too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, money does matter. He does need to make, I would say, probably at least about 70K depending on the states.
Right.
So
right.
Depending on the state. 70K depending on your state.
Not bad. She's older. She's older, but she's still beautiful. We ain't seen the Kendra cam yet, so
okay. Time for the Kendra cam, bro.
Let's see what the Kendra cam looks like.
Well, I'm just wearing t-shirt and jeans from a parade, but yeah.
Okay, we can see you. All right, boo.
She look all right. She 27. She look all right. She all right.
Yeah, shout out to Dallas. I wasn't aware won this World Series. Yeah. So when was your last relationship, Brooke?
Wait a minute. What do you mean? If you had the true option to date those who made more, then why not date them instead? I mean, I don't know. You're asking the lady.
She's around May, I think. Yeah,
May. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Around June or July. June or July.
Okay. All right. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
Oh Lord, I don't be giving people a chance. I have to work on giving people a chance. Because I'll be like, all right, red flag, you out. I got to work on that. Give people a chance. I've become better at being a bit more patient with people. You can attribute that to my ex. He actually helped me a lot with that. So I've become a lot more patient, but still working on it. And
I don't know. She just seems seems manipulative, or she seems like she's stuck. Okay, she seemed like she's stuck.
Just not assuming the worst in people.
Right.
I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying.
She trying. What is she trying? That's the whole point. What are you trying?
I'm trying to just be more open. I am trying to work on that. So,
because you're gonna end up alone if you don't open up your options, lady. Y'all hit the like button.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I am, and this is based on what exes and have told me. I'm a great friend.
But I don't want to be putting it to my friend. I don't want to be trying to hit my friend.
Great listener. I'm very supportive. If you tell me something that you want to achieve in your life, I'm absolutely going to support you. Whether it's just encouraging words, or if we together and it's a little bit of a financial thing, I'll help you with that too. Like money is important, but also supporting your partner is important as well. And I'm the type that's going to be supportive in that manner. And I'm just fun. I'm adventurous. We're gonna experience life together, and we're gonna have a great friendship. Everything else in between is gonna be great.
Okay.
She got a house full of kids.
Did I ask you when was your last relationship?
Yeah, it ended in May.
Okay. And then I asked you the last time you was intimate.
Around June, July.
Got you. Okay, there we go. All right, let's do it. This is.
She got a whole bunch of cats. She kind of bossy. She really act like she don't know whether she want a relationship. You can't really tell. But I'm saying, is she worth a coffee date? Would a 40-year-old man go over there to give her a call? Like G Honda. Would G Honda go over there and give her a coffee date? G Honda just stuck on 1-2 things. She ain't got no weave, G Honda. She look natural, G Honda. She ain't got no yams like Jay say, but she still look like you could use a coffee date, and you could take her over there, and then she'd be good to go. Y'all hit the like button, coming in and out, in and out, in and out. That was our last candidate. Did we have some good candidates? Did we have some coffee dates? I think every last one of them deserve a coffee date, except maybe that young girl that's 24, who we can't tell whether she done had 4 or 5 men, 6 men, maybe more. But the rest of them, all of them deserve a coffee date. At least another look. Once we ran through their stuff, at least another look, right? Just because she got a weave on, G Honda, don't mean she ain't a good woman and she don't deserve coffee. A lot of women wear weaves, and I'll wear a weave and a wig in a minute. 9 times out of 10, I haven't lately. I've worn braids lately, but that won't stop me from getting a weave and a wig out if I want to. And white women wear wigs too. Remember how we told G Honda to pick 3 women? He picked 3 women that were mixed. Y'all wild. Rain, thank you for the happy birthday for Natural KRC, $4.99. Thank you. Natural KRC, $5. Thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Natural Gang, hashtag, thank you. And Q, thank you. Happy birthday, Natural KRC, $2. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for coming out. Please hit the like and subscribe. I don't know, you know me, I might be goofy and go and come back live later on. As a matter of fact, I may at 10 o'clock. I keep forgetting. Pop the Balloon came out. I just might go live then. Y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button, share, like, all that good stuff. You know what to do. You know what to do. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. Like I said, I may go live at 10 o'clock for the Pop the Balloon that came out today. That came out a couple hours ago. Thank you all. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for showing up.